Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quest Collective Chaos Take the World campaign, Session 18. I'm Steve the DM, and I'm glad to have you here. Um, as a reminder, one of our players, Albert, is mute, so I'll be speaking for his lines that he DMs to me. Now, for our recap. In our last session, the group faced off against a skeleton in the crypts of Entrana, and after defeating it and making sure that everything. Sorry, silly comments in the chat, that's all. And making sure that everything was on the up and up. They then reported that the crypt was cleansed, and Albert was promoted to fatherhood within the Church of Saradomin. Upon returning to Port Sarum, Frank had asked. Frank had asked the group if they could charter a ship to deal with a spirit that they had previously encountered of his former crew member Thomas. And after some very promising, convincing from Hobrock, they were able to secure a ship to a part west of Karamja. And after delving into the depths, they eventually found Thomas's body. And after facing off against his corrupted spirit, they were able to free it, and then had to make a mad dash to get out of the underwater areas before they were drowned. Before they were drowned by horrifying black hand monsters. Not the thing I should be laughing about. Anyway, after getting the ship to Catherby and escaping near death, they were able to lay Thomas's spirit to rest, and were able to get a good night's Blackstone. Luke, Blackstone. Remember Blackstone hands? Anyway. They got to Catherby. They discussed some things. Albert got his father robes, and then they set off to Camelot. And thankfully, it wasn't a model. And so they spoke with King Arthur and found out that it seems that a bunch of mysterious fairy rings had popped up around the area. And so the group, with the help of Hobrock's fairy friend, made a deal with the fairy resistance to help destroy the fairy godfather's evil fairy ring factory, which is where we pick up with the group slowly sneaking in. Now, to start off, I'm going to have to ask everyone to roll perception, and for a certain someone to roll stealth.
Alright, I'll roll stealth, gotcha.
No, Luke.
I'm just kidding.
25 on perception.
$24. Dos Equis.
I think
Dos.
that, yeah. Albert got a 9, but his passive is 19. So I'm trying to think if I should make it funny or not, but I think I'll let the passive work. I think I just need Hobrock's, pretty sure I just need Hobrock's now, so 1, 2...
To give you one quick minute, my tablet was having a nice little update.
Fun. Gotta love when that messes with everything.
I got an 18.
Okay, so, everyone but Luke, you feel as though somebody is following you, and if you turn around, you see that someone is. Luke, as you turn around with the others, you can't see anything, because your sunglasses are in the way, and I'll let our new friend introduce themselves.
Put me on the spot like that. I'm Astrid, player name Astrid. And I am playing as Delilah. She's, I'd say, about 5'5", wearing really, weirdly nice clothes to be out patrolling. absolutely has no idea that you guys have spotted her, and she's just trying to skirt around you, even though she's been following you for a little bit now. She's got brown hair, lighter blue eyes, fair-skinned, little spellbook hanging off of her belt, absurdly nice black and purple robes with a little bit of gold lining on them. And like she's just still trying to skirt around, not looking directly towards anyone.
Habrak goes ahead and points over to her and goes, Do we let them know we see them?
I mean, I guess we could see how long this goes on for before they realize we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
that could
great.
be fun.
Oh, not you too. Great. So now we have the orc and the drunk claiming that there's something standing there when there really is nothing standing there. And no one is following us. And now, you, cadet, are jumping in on this too.
Luke, try to take off your glasses and look again.
Sounds like blasphemy.
Well, it's your loss.
He would sigh, and then he would like take his hand and like slowly pull the glasses downward over his nose to like peek over the top.
And with those gone, you can now actually see Delilah.
Fine. The glasses got in the way this time. And I suppose you guys aren't crazy. Anyway.
Well,
who
are you ready to see how far this goes? Or should we introduce ourselves to our fancy stalker?
Nah, let's see how long this goes on.
So we look at you, and you look at us.
And then
Kind of.
Albert goes, or we could avoid any surprises.
And what do you mean by that? I mean, we can see them. I don't think they're gonna surprise us.
Maybe he means us surprise them. They look tiny. They look small. Maybe we give them a heart attack.
Everyone's small to you, or
Let's just see how long this goes on. I think it could be fun.
How long has this been going on for, Delilah? How far along are you?
I mean, she's just kind of gonna follow them for as long as they let her follow them. So, really, dealer's choice how long it's been.
So this entire time, she's just been following you, as you've been talking about her. So you eventually make it to the factory proper, and luckily there's some conveniently placed crates for you to peek around to see a bunch of orcs essentially forcing fairies to make fairy rings. Basically, like, using their little wands to grow mushrooms, the orcs pluck and put into little barrels they move further into the cavern area.
Now that looks like slavery.
Are there a bunch of are there any fairy babes among the forced laborers?
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's a yes or no question, Steve.
Technically, yes.
Okay then.
Abra. Are these your kin?
Well, Halbrook just walks in, and she, holding her great axe above her shoulder, she goes, "So, who's in charge here?" And speaking in ogre tongue, "I have word to speak with them."
Tristella, who has been on Hobrock's shoulder, leaves as soon as she noticed that Hobrock was floating away. Goes like, here we go again. And as if on cue, a big door opens up, and out comes a very familiar orc for you, Hobrock. General Brigarith, I forget how to pronounce her name, emerges and goes, well, Hobrock. Okay, that's not the voice I was going to go for, but okay. You have a lot of nerve coming here. What you want?
I am going to punch your face in hard and take you in custody. If you don't bleed out first.
Big words, tiny orc. Me going to enjoy this. But first, me a friend for your friends. Since me know you didn't come alone. And then you all smell ozone as a big thunderclap emerges in the flash of lightning. And standing between Hobrock and the others is this huge giant who looks over at the crates and is like, well, isn't this fun? Looks like I made a good alliance for a good fight. Then Brave goes, you keep them busy. This between me and Hobrock.
Brock looks at the giant and then looks at the group and goes. She points at the giant and goes, "Kill him? Make sure his blood fresh. Me need it for belt." She says now, looking back at her old general.
All right, this is where you all go to roll 20.
Yay! Roll 20.
I need the link for that.
All right, give me 1 second. There you go.
So sadly, this episode is not sponsored by anything. We're not that well known yet. Give us a moment to get everything set up.
Today's episode is sponsored by our wild imagination.
Yeah. So while I get everything set up on my end, everyone roll initiative.
This episode has been sponsored by my dreams of Monster Energy.
Natural one for 9.
No. In reality, it's sponsored by Luke's Shade. You want them, you have them, my friend. You can have them, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
18.
No, wait, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. $14. Well, I rolled initiative 14 again, but I didn't mean to roll that again.
Yeah, I decided to turn off the grid for this, just because I know it was going to be messed up. Also, I think I'm starting to like not using a grid. Okay, let's see, 14.
Yeah, it's not bad. It just means that we can get a little more technical with things. Like, we can actually move 1 foot instead of 5. This dude is huge. What the fuck?
It's a giant, Luke. What are you... You fought a giant before. Why?
What kind?
Storm giant. He showed up in a lightning bolt.
Are you okay, Luke? Are those glasses too tight on you?
I think the only initiative I need now is Delilah. Oh, make quickly.
Because
It kicks you out.
No, it just goes
Oh,
back to
sorry, I
the
had a
screen.
small disconnection on my end. I'm sorry. Apparently, trying to reload roll 20 had caused me to slightly disconnect. So, sorry ahead of time.
All right.
I can't move mine now.
Okay, hold.
Nothing.
God damn it. Okay, try now.
Yep.
Okay, should be all set.
Alright, I think I should be fine now.
All right, cool. So, like I was saying, Delilah, you're going first.
Right. I'm not sure of this situation or any of these people, but I think numbers equals like probably the better payout here. So I'm going to cast Mage Armor as my action. I gotta find my meta magic. Sorry, I looking for it.
No worries. That's the first day.
Actually, I'm just gonna activate my innate sorcery as a bonus action.
Oh, what does that do?
I have advantage on all of my sorcerer spells, and the DC of all my saving throws for my spells increases by 1.
Very nice. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, or will that be it?
I'm just gonna, like, look at the rest of them, look at the big guy, and just say, like, I better be paid for this.
Well, with that note, we now go to Sergeant Murphy.
all right. I shall. Let's move up to this guy real quick. And then I'm going to enhance Fury of Blows. Can't seem to move my guy, but whatever. $18, 11, 23, 15, and 19.
Okay, that is 3 hits.
Alright, perfect. 7, 6, and 10.
Total of 23.
And now I'm gonna get away from this guy with my drunken swagger.
Alright. And I assume that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, now it's Albert's turn, and he is going to use Summon Celestial to bring forth an Avenger Celestial, so I get to use the new token. He's way bigger than I anticipated. Give me 1 second to bring it down.
Oh.
Alright. And so, hold on. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll one of your spell attacks for... yeah. So I think you get 2 attacks with this guy. So go ahead and roll that, and then roll 2d6. I believe it's going to be a +7, since I think your wisdom modifier is a +5. Or was it a +4? Okay, so both of those hit. Go ahead and roll 4d6. That's going to be +6. Or +12. Alright. So that'll be a total of 28 radiant damage. Okay. Next up is Luke's turn.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I don't even really need to move. Sorry, I have a few options, so I'm just not sure what to do with this at this moment.
You could always jump.
No, that's not necessary. I'm already next to him.
Still jump just to style on him.
You know what? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we will. We'll do sword and long sword and shield.
Right on.
Yes, and then we'll just hit him with the vengeful's, I suppose.
All right.
24.
That's a hit.
And we'll see if we can get that better. And it was just a little bit. Bam, there's the vengeful for the first one. That's 20 damage, nice.
Very nice.
And that's a 32 nat 20. Damn.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
All right, 17.
Oh yeah, don't forget that the sword does additional damage.
I'm not attuned.
Okay, well, so remember we don't have a limit on attunement, so you are attuned.
Oh, we don't? What?
Yeah. 'Cause I said-
Bruh. I'm okay. All right. Then this thing does 1d8 extra. Oh, damn.
What kind of damage was it again?
Force.
Very nice. Okay. So yeah, just roll it together.
I was
You got
gonna
2
roll. Yeah, I was gonna roll 3. 1 for the first one, and then 2 for
Two
the
for the
crit.
critical. Yep, makes sense.
All right, that's an additional 12 force damage. Damn.
All right, total 54. Very nice.
Cool beans. I guess we'll just get it out of the way now, and I'll just action surge and do it one more time.
All right, let's go.
Ugh, 19.
That's still a hit.
Oh shit. Okay. All right, that's 15.
10.
Nice, 23.
That's another hit.
And 14. Nice. Oh, and the
Yeah, just roll it together again, little boy.
bam, an additional 4 force damage. Let's go.
33. Very nice.
And then we'll
Okay,
just pass
it is.
home.
Yep. So now it is Hobrock's turn.
All right,
Let's see how-
so. Oh, sorry, somebody else was gonna say something?
I was gonna say, let's see how fast you can end this.
All right, let's see. First, entering rage, so let's get that in the way. All right. And then going to strike her good old general. Payback is gonna be a bitch. All right, so first, reckless. Ooh, that is a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. Scroll down a little bit. Just keep it right where I need it. All right. So that is a 21 slashing damage plus frenzy dice move out of the way, which is a extra 11. Then I'm gonna use reckless again for brutal strike. That's an 18 to hit.
Unfortunately, while that would have normally hit, you watch as she uses her double blades to essentially parry your attack, giving her +4 AC to avoid taking damage.
Alright, so she sees that and she just growls a bit before just remaining focused on her. And after that, I believe that'll. Hold up. Wait a minute. I just remembered something. And yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, so I'll leave it like that for now, ending my turn.
All right, now it's General Brickif's turn. He looks at you, and she is going to attack 3 times.
Oh boy. Oh, the first time I would like to use retaliation as a reaction to make one melee attack against them.
Okay, go ahead and make that melee attack.
It has
I
to
roll
be
everything with
It
advantage.
has to be once you do the damage and everything.
Okay, so does a 25, 17, or 28 hit?
The 17 misses. Everything else is just go ahead.
Yep, so let's see. The 25 will do... 11 slashing damage and 17 force damage, and the last one was a critical, so it's 22 slashing damage and 34 force damage.
God damn. Alright. And that's a total of what?
Ask me to do math. Okay, hold on. So the 11 plus 5. So that'll be. So I've already factored in your resistance for that. So that'll be 16 slashing damage plus 51 force damage. For a total of 67.
Ouch. Damn, okay. So let's do the retaliation then. That is a 20 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Alright, and then here's the juicy damage, which will be a 20. 20.
Hilarious. Okay. That'll be the end of her turn. So now it's Frank's turn.
I would like to move up and then attack. Does a 29 hit?
Yes, it does, sir. And don't forget your additional psychic damage.
Don't worry, I don't forget about that. Give me a moment, my cat needs to run past me. Please. Oh, okay, thanks. So... I'm gonna savage attack that. Much better. 14. Plus, I'm gonna do sneak attack first, then the psychic. 24 and 1d8 psychic damage. So that's 7. And second attack. 22?
That's a hit.
Good. So that's 11 damage.
Oh, 56 damage going. Okay, is that all you have for this turn, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is all.
Alright, it's this giant's turn. As he looks between you two, he turns and looks at you, Frank, and proceeds to go in for 2 attacks with his hammer. Making sure I got the bonus right. Okay. Yep. There's a 31 or a 20 hit.
The 20 doesn't hit, but the 31 does.
Alright, so he'll be taking 23 bludgeoning damage and 13 lightning damage for a total of 36. Would you like to uncanny dodge?
Indeed, I do.
Alright. So you only take 18 total then. And then he is quickly going to use a healing potion to recover some HP. Now it's back to Delilah.
Right, I'm going to move 30 feet. To be clear, it is Big Hammer Guy and Orc that we're trying to kill here, right?
Yes. So you can probably ignore the orc for right now because that's like a 1v1 there. So you can focus on the giant.
Can hit both.
It's gonna depend on how the other.
I can only hit both.
Oh.
Or I can hit. I could hit one of the good guys instead.
Well, to be fair, that is perfectly fine. Someone has been doing that quite a bit. Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Oh, don't worry. I'm about to put you on blast for that. I'm gonna move 30 feet just right over here, weaving in between these two. And I'm casting Fireball at my own feet.
Oh.
At 5th level. I'm using Meta Magic Careful spell. The only 2 people, mathing it out, I can make 5 people immune to it. And there is 7 people, counting myself, within 30 feet of me. Or 20 feet of me.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna only hit those 2.
Okay. All right, let me quickly roll their dex saves.
Yeah, it's 20 feet, not 30.
Ah, okay.
I had the thing wrong.
It's fine.
30 feet, but within 20 feet, it's just those 2 that get hit.
All right, give me 1 sec. Okay, and what's the save DC?
It is, give me just 1 second for my meta magic stuff. 1 sorcery point there, and where's the other one? 2 sorcery points there. I can use 2, because I am past level 8. It is a DC 18 with disadvantage.
With
'Cause I'm using
disadvantage?
Titan
Oh.
spell as well.
Give me 1 moment, then. Okay, so they both fail. Unfortunately, General Bregeth got a natural 1, so it'll be double damage. So go ahead and roll that. You all witness your mysterious follower sneak over and proceed to unleash a fireball that somehow doesn't hit any of your allies, but does hit both of those 2.
So that is 33, 66 for General Bregeth.
God damn. And yeah, as you blast him, General Brave goes like, and the giant's like, God damn it! Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You said I can still do a leveled spell for my bonus action, right?
That is correct.
I'm casting Misty Step and going right back to where I was standing.
Alright.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Sergeant, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'm going to head back on up to the Jagex. If I can move my little thingy.
Just one thing of note, Delilah. As you do the fireball, Albert looks fairly impressed when you get back.
I'm gonna
Just gonna give
enhance
him a-
Fury of Blows. Sorry. "23, 13, 15, 11, and a 21.
Alright, that's 2 hits.
Dang it. Alright, 11 and 7.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Then I'm getting out the way in a second. And that'll be all.
Okay. Albert, it is now your turn. Did you say what you were going to do? Oh, yeah. He was going to do... Yeah. Scorching Ray, Avenger attacking as well, and then He'll then probably heal Frank, who did take a little bit of damage. Well, okay, it took big damage, so he probably is not going to do that. So let's just focus on the Scorching Ray. Oh boy, here it comes. Here it comes. Wait. Hold on, Albert. Why are you rolling your Staff of Power hit chance? Is it the same as your Scorching Ray?
Rip. Probably misclicked. How many times did he do it?
4 times.
Rip.
Yeah, that was a misclick. No worries, Albert. I think I just saw a natural 20. Okay, so all but one of those hits. So you're going to be rolling for 5 plus an extra set of dice because you got a critical on one of them. So good lord, rest in peace this Storm Giant's HP.
That reminds me, did he make an attack?
Oh, yes he did. Thank you, Luke. Please go ahead and roll that damage while Albert is doing his
That was the wrong one, but it's the same damage value.
just necrotic.
Yeah, just necrotic. 9.
Okay. Alright, that's 66. Did you include the critical in that, Albert? Okay, so... Hold on a second. Is it a 1d10 per each hit? I'm trying to remember Scorching Ray. Or 1d6. Alright, so if it's 1d6 and you hit 5 times... Okay, yeah, so it's... Wait. Okay, there we go. My brain is overcomplicating things. Alright, 27 fire damage. Okay, now comes the Avenger.
Assemble.
Alright, that's 2 more hits. Roll me for... Yep, there we go. 10 more damage. Total of 49 this turn. Anything else you'd like to do, Albert? It's just Frank, but he only took, like, Frank, how much did you take?
18.
He took 18 damage, so you don't need to use 2 high-level healing spells. There. Frank, you're healed 7 HP. With the delicious healing word of Ceridome. Which then brings us to Lukey Boy.
Hey. We're just gonna make them double vengeance.
Here we go again.
Oof, 14.
That's a miss.
Oh, no, again?
Again! Yeah, they both miss. I'm sorry, Luke.
All right.
Giant is just smirking down at you.
I have a question. Is Hobrak looking all right?
Yeah, Hobrock looks fine. But I mean, Hobrock, how do you look?
I'm just gonna say it in numbers. I am 40 HP out of 115. Do not interfere. I'll take my potions, thank you. I learned my lesson with you, Luke.
I mean, I was just gonna give you a potion. Like, I was just gonna force feed you a potion with the interaction, and then that was all I was gonna do. But if that's not cool, then that's fine. That's fine. I'm chilling.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I assume that's everything, Luke.
Yeah, let's move on.
Then Hobrock, it is your turn. What would you like to do first?
Well, obviously, first I'm gonna jug down my potion. And I always remember to drink my potion first, thanks to Luke. So, first let me remove a potion and then 4d4 plus 4. So where is the, I believe it's this one?
Yeah, little triangles. 15.
So I got 15, not bad. Alright, so let me, 15 for the healing, not bad, not bad. And then something else, alright. So as a bonus action, where is it? There you are. I'm gonna run around her in circles.
But why though?
For that extra 4 temporary hit points.
General Brave just looks at you confused, like, "Why are you running around? This not track meet?"
She responds with, "For this!" And then she goes on ahead and quickly swing with Reckless as well. And goes to try to, well, hopefully hit her. Ooh, a 30.
That's a hit.
Okay, my dice is in the way. Okay, there we go. Ooh. I'm gonna use that
Savage
background thing.
Savage, yeah.
There we go, that's better. That's a 20. Slashing.
Okay.
Plus
Goddamn.
Frenzy. Give me the juicy frenzy, yeah, right. Actually, I never explained the brutal strike effect, but I will this time with another for brutal strike. Natural 20, baby, for 32.
Oh god. Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
She pissed off the wrong orc. Alright, give me that juicy number. Not bad. A 20 slashing. Plus, would my brutal strike also be crit?
Yep.
He answered that so quickly. Very excited for that natural 20. Yeah. Oh, boo. Well, 16.
That's still pretty solid.
36 damage.
It rolled in my corner, but the weird part is it rolled in a corner for a lower number, so I shouldn't have been 10, but whatever. All right, so that's a 16, and for my brutal strike, I'm gonna use forceful blow, to send her 15 feet away from me, and then I'm gonna walk towards her, or a farming walk.
Oh, I got it just right.
And let's see, I believe I did. Yeah, that's everything I can do for now. I'll end my turn there.
Alright. It's now General Briggiff's turn, and she is not looking good. She is bleeding profusely as she goes to attack you 3 more times. And you still have the Reckless going, right?
Yeah, and also another. One of those hit, I'm gonna use retaliation, so go ahead.
Okay, does a 16, 26, or 25 hit?
I believe only. Wait, what was it?
16, 26, 25.
The 16 misses.
Okay, so
This
it's
is
2
gonna hurt.
hits. Yes, you're going to be taking a total of 11 slashing damage and 34 force damage, for a total of 45 damage. I've already factored in your resistances. So go ahead and roll your hit chance for your retaliation.
Damn. All right, let's go. Hit chance, don't fail me now. A 27
Yeah, that's going to hit.
and that could have done better. Oh well.
Well, here's the
14.
thing. Technically, your savage attack is a once per turn, right?
The sorry, the what?
The savage attack?
Yeah, I believe.
Yes.
It's a different turn. You can use it again.
So. Is it?
Yes.
All right, why not?
That's better.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So that's a 15 slashing.
Okay. Now it is Frank's turn.
Stab, stab, stab.
I'm going to
31.
touch you like a corner skin him. Yep, that's a hit.
Good. So that's 12 plus 2 psychic and sneak attackers. So that's 16 and again. Oh, I rolled a bad.
Wrong thing. It's the same
Yeah.
bonus. So there
Yeah.
goes.
Oh, okay. Let's keep the 17. Oh,
Yeah, that still hits, thankfully.
good. So that's 14 damage.
Excellent work.
And that is all.
Very good. Alright, now it is the giant's turn. The giant drinks 2 potions.
Nani?
I have a question about the drinking potion giant. Are the potions so tiny that he had to zip it like he's drinking tea, or are they like giant-sized bottles?
You see, he's actually got a very cool flask that has like multiple compartments, and he just takes a swig out of that.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yep. And after he's done swigging, he... Let's see. Let me just quickly do some math. Okay. So you watch as he raises his hammer, lightning crackles from it, and I'm going to need Luke, Delilah, Albert, and Frank to all give me a dexterity saving throw as he unleashes a lightning storm on you.
26.
13.
Albert also gets a 13.
I'm gonna use the luck feat to not take that 5, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Alright, you know what? A 9 is better.
9 is better, but it's not a... Alright. So, everyone but Frank, you'll be taking 45 lightning damage.
I'll absorb elements first level.
Oh yeah, okay, that's another... You're that guy.
I'm that guy?
You're that guy. I keep forgetting you can do that.
Oh. I go 22 for me, you said 45?
Okay. Luckily, that's the end of his turn, so Delilah, it's your turn. You gave yourself potions, right?
None of the equipment I was supposed to give myself was specified at any point.
Shoot.
I have
Would you-
cure wounds, though.
Oh, okay. Would you like some potions? Because I can... Because that's on my end to not give you potions.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Give yourself 10... Let's say greater healing potions.
That's what we all got, I believe, that one time. But yes, audience, the 6 people that I'm seeing in our viewers, our newest player, Delilah.
Yes, this is on me, so I think giving you 10 potions for free is, I think, perfectly fair. And just as a reminder, you can drink your potion and still have your bonus action.
Yeah, and here we see it as an interaction, just in case.
Cool, I'm drinking one of them.
Yeah, feel free to either use Roll20 or D&D Beyond, with whichever one you feel it will be easier to roll with. So that's 14.
I believe that I can... One second, I think I have the healer sheet. I do not. Okay.
Next level. Alright, so besides the healing, anything else you'd like to do?
I think I'm down for another fireball.
Oh boy!
So I have to get out of range of somebody. Yeah, I moved the 30 feet there, and same as last time, 5th level fireball at my own feet. And it's just gonna avoid everybody except for the big 2 that we're trying to end.
Alright, they both fail again, so luckily no critical fails, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Uh, 40 damage to both.
Congratulations, you've just drawn the aggro of the giant.
Sweet.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I can still cast. Yeah, I can fucking spells. I think it's Big 8 time.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna polymorph into a giant ape.
Oh, sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I heard that right. You're turning into a gorilla?
Yes.
Okay then.
Well, time to make a gorilla token.
I don't think that'll be necessary right now. But yeah, you all watch as Delilah magically transforms into a gorilla.
Now this is some serious monkey business.
Alright. Now that you have returned to monkey, what is there anything else you'd like to do, or is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I have 168 HP now.
Oh, perfect. Sergeant Murphy, it's now your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna watch them turn into a monkey and be in awe for a second, but then go and attack the giant once again. Alright, enhanced fury of blows. 22. 25, 13, 27, and 11.
So that's 3 hits.
All right. 9, 13, and 9 again.
Total 31 damage. Very nice. And I assume you're going to now back off?
Yep, I'm getting out of here.
Okay. Albert's turn. So first, Mass Healing Word. And Murphy is actually going to get healed this time. Wait, hold on. Did Murphy take damage last turn?
No, I haven't taken any damage. So the one time he heals me is the one time I don't need healing.
God
He's
damn.
mocking you.
Yes, evident.
Am I targeted with the healing?
I mean... Okay, I guess that's the question. When you revert back, you'll be back at the hit points you started when you transformed, right?
The beast HP counts as temporary HP, so I can still
Oh.
get healed for my regular.
Okay, yeah. Then I think you are being targeted. So you get 15. Everybody gets 15 healing, except for Hobrock, because Hobrock is in a heated 1v1.
Just while at 1v1, just Hobrock each swing you hear, mine, 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 mine.
Alright, and now I believe, Albert, you wanted to, once more, unleash the Scorching Ray. Six hits. Oh boy! For 49 fire damage.
Y'all smell a fried chicken, fried giant.
Anything else you'd like to do, Albert? Oh yeah, that's right. Avenger attack now. Okay. That's 1 hit. Don't forget your second hit. Alright, and that's 2 hits. So yeah. That'll be 16 damage. Okay. Another 30 radiant damage. And that'll be Albert's turn. So Luke, it's your turn.
Alright, alright. Well, let's start beating up this giant.
So Delilah has informed me that because of her transformation into the ape, she is now the same size as the giant. So,
We're on equal footing.
God damn it.
So a giant kaiju fight. Woohoo!
God damn it. Anyway, Luke.
I've got better ideas than that. I'm cooking.
Oh gosh, he's cooking.
Alrighty. No! Yes!
There we go. One hit.
You know what? We're gonna savage that because that's funny.
You only got one hit this turn, so I think.
Cool.
You only got one hit this turn, so I think.
Cool.
You only got one
Well,
hit
it'd be a
this
D8 force damage, and it was a D8. Yeah, D8 for the necrotic. So.
evening, so.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll pass.
Alright, Hobrock, it's your turn.
Give me one quick minute. Had like a slight connection issue. No idea why, but
Flickering the lights.
yeah. And it was actually rather quick, thankfully. Alright, so my turn. First, drinking the potion, which I did a little bit early because I had something to do real quick. So I healed, I believe it was a 7. God damn it. I clicked the wrong thing and I gotta go back to the page. And then I'm gonna do the whole run around her again, which, again, another temporary 4 HP. Actually, instead of just running around, I'm just gonna run like right around here. I do like a quick jog around here because I want to send her back to the wall. If I can.
Oh, you'll find out.
Alright, so first, after all that, Reckless again. Come here, Cupcake. Ah, alright, that's a 31. to
Yeah,
hit.
that's a hit.
Alright. So let's go. That's a 22 plus a frenzy. That's a 11.
So as you strike her, you draw blood, like a lot of blood, and she falls to her knees. She goes, "You stronger. Let me remember." How would you like to end it?
Well, Hobrock still being enraged, I guess with the DM approval, can I roll for wisdom to try to calm myself down to just knock her out? Since I did promise to just, you know, bring her in?
Sure. Let's see that wisdom.
That is an 8. Oh, well, since I'm enraged, technically I can replace it with
With your strength.
my strength modifier, yeah.
But wait, hold on. You can do that the whole time?
Yeah, I believe I could change. If I read it correctly, if I'm enraged, I can change all of my saving throw to my rage modifier instead.
What is that from?
Give me a moment. I'm gonna check this.
Yeah, somebody
Yes,
please
please
check.
do.
What?
I think
Actually,
it's
Luke, get on the case
certain
too.
skill checks can be
Actually,
changed.
hold up. I can see it here. I can see it here. I believe it's here. Okay. Yeah. No, it doesn't save.
You can only use it a place for your stealth. David.
I posted it in the chat.
Thank you. There's certain things that I can't do. Okay, just one.
Yeah.
Let me get. Okay, that's my fault. Then yeah, I got an 8. So
Oh,
Yep. So you still Angie.
yeah, so I'm still cranky. Hobrock would not remember and does not care about bringing her in alive. She will mutilate. She will mutilate her. She will cut off a good portion of her arm, starting from her shoulder, and just going down completely, almost cutting off a good chunk of her torso, and then just leaving her there to like bleed out, just staring at her.
Oh, she did. She very dead. Yeah, you will bear witness to Hobrock's brutality, and after Hobrock is done, Stella quickly flies in and steals a tooth from what is left of General Bregeth. So, Frank, it's your turn.
After witnessing the, let's just say, not the best acts of violence, he's gonna want some of that action too, so he's gonna rage.
And Albert's just going like, with them. Anyway, you rate.
And now, time for some fun. And a net.
Congratulations, you missed.
Punch
Are you
himself.
sure? Heroic inspiration.
God damn it!
hey!
I thought you would use that last time. How many of those do you have?
He saved this for this exact moment.
Wait a minute.
I
Did you
used
get
it
her-
underwater, and then we fucking long rested.
Oh god damn it! You get one for every long rest?
Yeah,
All
human
humans do, so I do too.
God damn it! Yeah, okay,
Human
the 30
trafficking.
hits.
better. So that's. I'm gonna savage attacker that. Oh yeah, that's 15 plus 1d8 psychic damage. Ooh, that's an 8 high roll. And sneak attack. Ooh, that's another 16.
God damn.
And
Alright,
now
your
for
second
the
attack?
second attack, indeed. So that's 25.
That's a hit.
Good. And 15.
Okay, that's a total of 54 damage. Is there anything else?
No. The satisfaction of making you suffer is good enough.
Well, okay then. Alright, it's now the giant's turn. He takes 3 chugs of his potion. And now, he is angry at you. And he proceeds to rage as well. But this rage just gives him advantage on attacks. So, Frank, I hope you're ready, because it also gives him 1 additional attack as well. So get ready for 3 hammers to the face.
Am
If
I
he
gonna
hits
feel
me-
this also since I'm like really close to Frank?
Yes, but also no.
I'm a monkey.
Head empty, only thoughts of Mung. Alright. 32, 31, 31.
Jesus!
This is the end.
Here's where you die.
Oh, yes, he. All of those hit.
Okay, so the first one will be 23 bludgeoning plus 30, so 36 damage total. I assume you want to uncanny dodge that? Well, actually, hold on, wait. Let me take that back. You're raging, so you have resistance, don't you?
Indeed, and also,
So-
roll all the hits, and then I will decide which one I want to say fuck you to.
They're all going to do the same damage. So let me just quickly calculate how much each one is going to be. So let's see, 20, that's 11. So it's going to be a total of 24 for each hit.
Alright, so I'm gonna uncanny dodge one of those attacks.
So that'll be 60 damage in total then.
68?
60. 60.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's right. You got bulked up. Well, all right. Let's see what Delilah's cooking then. It's your turn, Delilah.
Hey, hog. I'm gonna go try and grapple.
All right. Okay, remind me. I need to do either a strength or dexterity save, right? Or is it acrobatics and athletics still?
Strength and dex save.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. So, and all right, Delilah, what do you need to roll? Because
I'm trying to read it. Oh, apparently I don't roll anymore. Okay. I'm reading the 2024 one. That is what we're using, right?
yes.
Yeah. It's 8 plus your strength mod plus proficiency that they roll against for the DC.
So 17.
He got an 18, so I'm afraid your cooking was burnt.
I thought I could use Divine Favor to make that worse, but I can't because I'm polymorph.
Dang it.
But
Well-
I still can use another unarmed strike.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna... I'll just punch with the other one. It is a 20 to hit. It's plus 9 for the giant ape.
Yep, that's a hit. That's 12 damage, and then I guess you have
18 damage.
18.
Yep.
That's what I had a feeling. Okay. All right.
I think I have a way to actually change my stats to a giant ape. Otherwise, those rolls will be cleaner.
Yeah, it is what it is. Anything else you like to do?
Um, I mean, no, I'm just here now. I can't reach from whatever distance because giant apes have like 15 feet. But yeah, I'm just gonna stand next to him, sort of like size him up, and do like a strength pose. Just trying to like go with attacks at this point.
Okay, as you finish your turn, the giant looks at General Bregoff being dead, looks at the fact that there is an ape flexing on him, and then puffs and goes, "The fairy godfather isn't paying me enough for this deal. I'm pulling out. If I see any of you in Varlamore, you're dead. I'll have you hunted down." And then, with a clap of his hands, he teleports away.
Boo.
Before he
Don't
goes,
worry.
can I yell at him in giant?
Yes.
I'm just like, right before he vanishes, I'm turning right back to a human, and I'm just yelling, "You have no honor," in giant.
And then he responds by flipping you off and saying, honor is for the weak," in giant. And then he's gone. And that's the end of combat. So, now that everything has proceeded to finish up, you watch as a bunch of the orcs that were currently bossing the fairies around are running away now that General Breguff and the Giant are gone. And the fairies that were captive start cheering, and Dristella floats by and goes like, well, you guys are earning that World Arbiter title already.
Yeah, there's a reason why we have it. And he just lights a cigar.
Can somebody clue me in to who we just murdered?
Well, now that was someone who Hobrak knows, so ask her.
That's the orc.
And Hobrock, yeah, I was gonna say, and Hobrock's the orc, since Frank there decided not to tell you.
Yeah, I don't exactly know your names yet. And I'm just gonna walk over to Hobrak and just point towards the corpse and just say, who was that?
Habrock just looks over, still watching the dead corpse of the general for a moment, or at least the blood that it was on the ground, and she goes, "Weak general." As she turns back, and she gets out of her rage. Her dumb moment returns, and she goes, "Wait, why Giant? You let Giant escape!" She looks at the group.
As you say that, Albert comes in a healing word.
I wouldn't really say escaped as much as just vanished out of this plane of reality, but yes, it is gone.
Harbrock is very disappointed at that outcome, and she just huffs. The body of the general is still there?
Yes. Well, what's left of it anyway.
She goes on ahead and grabs the helmet as trophy.
Congratulations, you have a very bloody head.
Potato. That it is. She puts it in her trophy pouch for the moment. She goes, "Meat clean later."
Question, how waterproof, or I guess in this case, bloodproof is your pouch?
It's gonna get soggy. Like, it'll last, it'll stay there, but like, it's gonna get very soggy, and probably drip blood over time.
Well, the giant got away, but not much we could have done about that. And weren't we supposed to bring in your general friend alive?
Habrock shrugs, and she looks at Delilah and goes, "Who this?"
That is a fantastic question. Answer depends on which town you're standing in.
Well, we're standing on the moon.
You raise a fantastic point.
Alright, let's just say I'm from Port Sarim.
First name's usually Delilah. Depends on what I'm running at the point. Last name doesn't really matter. It'll only really come into effect if we're in a town that has a nobility that I can appropriate.
Appropriate, like fake being?
I'm just gonna use disguise self and subtle spell, and I'm just gonna, like, in the middle of my head snapping towards you, I look exactly like Hobrak. I'm just gonna, like, give a nod, turn back, back to normal. It's just something I do to, I'd say make ends meet, but I do a little more than that.
That was horrifying.
I like this one.
Albert approaches. You're all healed 30 hit points, by the way. Except for Murphy, who I think is still at full health. And Albert goes, "Well, let's do the introduction. I am Father Albert, Father of the Church of Saradomin. You've met Hobrock, of course," and he gestures to Hobrock.
Hobrock waves, and anybody else want to, introduce yourselves if you haven't?
I'm Frank. Just that. If somebody says something about Cadet, I will kill them. And I look at the group.
I love you, Frank, but I have to.
Especially staring at Hobrock.
I have to. Hobrock goes, "He is also called Cadet Seaman."
Yeah, that's a title I bestowed upon him.
Is that a cover name or like an actual name?
He gestures over to Murphy and goes, He likes to play pretend and give us fake titles."
No. Junior Cadet is a real title. And Frank won't give me his real last name, so he was a seaman before. That was his old title, so I put it with the new title. So, Cadet Seaman.
David?
He essentially, unofficially represents our Navy.
I'm gonna say impressive.
Pointing at Murphy, Albert adds, "He's from a different reality, so he is part of an army called Arms."
Yes, I am
Absolutely
Sergeant...
never heard of that in my life.
Okay, well, cutting the band-aid there, but I am Sergeant Murphy of Arms, as they said, Army Recruitment and Mobilization Society.
None of us have heard of it.
Yeah, the words you're saying make very little sense to me.
See? Pretend. We just let him think he's doing something important, me guess.
It's not
Playing pretend is just conning people without actually taking the action. Get some initiative. You can do it.
I've already conned my fair few patrons in the rat pits.
I like
But-
you already.
I rigged a few fights down there back in the day either before or after I arrived in this reality.
Again, some of the words not collecting, but I'm getting the conning part, and I like that. I like that part. I'm a sorceress. Born under one of the gods.
You gonna state which one that is?
Unimportant.
Right. Well, Cadet Raven, introduce yourself last, I suppose.
Luke would look over to Murphy and then back over to Delilah, and he'd like flip his sword with one of his hands up onto his shoulder and take a really long drag of the cigar he lit up earlier. And then with like a really slow exhale, he would begin to speak. "The name's Raven. Luke Raven. Remember it." And then, yeah.
You got a cool name, it's gonna be easy to remember.
Thank you.
Well, why are you on the moon? Would probably be a good place to start.
And while you're all talking, Frank carefully and stealthily bonks Hobrock on the head with a bone he kept from the crypt from our last adventure. Anyway, go ahead, Delilah.
I started following you a little bit ago. Well, more than a little bit ago. I kind of had the plans to start stealing stuff from you, but you sort of caught on to that, and it looked like you were in a bit of a pinch, so I figured I'd help out instead of just watching. Absolutely terrifying group, by the way. You deserve props on that.
What? In a pinch? Does she not know who we are? Are we not
Absolutely
that
no
famous?
idea.
Oh my god.
She really knows how to cut deeply in a man's pride. Well, we are sometimes called
We always call the world ass biters.
World
no,
Arbiters.
no. Yes,
And
World
Luke's
Arbiters.
left. Homebrek? No.
Arbiter is a much better title than the other one.
indeed.
Yes,
No,
but
not
we
really.
have a few. We have a few feats beneath our belt. But since you did help us out, we probably should reward you with something.
Albert just chimes in and says, World Arbiters, Hobrak is not well versed in common.
Any other language that would be better to commune in? I know a couple.
Me speak orc and goblin, but that is what humans call Latin. Not Latin, sorry. Humans call demon pig language.
I only got a couple under my belt, honestly. And that's neither of them. You already see me speak giant. I was talking to the big lightning guy a minute ago. Other one, I'm good at speaking to elves. If anybody else is, I'll get along with you.
I speak Elvish.
As do I.
Alright, cool. We can keep secrets from the other people.
I speak fucking infernal for some reason. What the?
Why do you speak demon, Luke?
I
Demon.
don't know.
I trust you considerably less now.
I didn't
I
say
also
this in
speak-
character.
I also speak Goblin there, Hobrak. I did not know you spoke Goblin.
Well, not to be like inappropriate in this, but she is a greenskin.
Whoa now.
That is racist. That is racist.
Yeah, Luke, you feel Albert staring at you.
Albert, why are you staring at me?
I think I know what's coming. I feel like I should drown you in holy water. I do not know why.
He
Uh,
must have learned it for purely academic purposes, so don't worry. He probably hasn't done a deal with the devil yet.
Or it could be like me. I learned giant for fun.
Oh yeah, about your reward. Would you prefer money or a giant keg of alcohol? I referred to Delilah.
That is a good question. Money. Unequivocally money. I would love that.
Alright. Guys, what do you think's a fair price for fighting a giant?
The little fairy Tristella goes, you know, we can just ask the fairy queen to help pay for that, so you don't gotta worry about it.
Okay, well, thank the fairy woman here for talking you out of extra coin there.
World ass biters, move out!
First off, World Arbiters, before we head back, while you've done a great job taking care of the general, could you just do me one favor? Could you start blowing up those? And Tristella points to, like, some of the little machines in the back area where there's a bunch of fairy rings being produced, as well as a number of fairy rings planted that are made with black mushrooms.
I'm an expert in all things fireball. I'm on it.
And Albert also wishes to join in the fireball. So double fireball?
And I'm gonna jump in and do a thunder wave.
Try
Let's
triple
go.
fireball.
Triple fireball, thunder wave, special. Let's go.
I'm using an action and a bonus action to cast fireball, using click and spell. Launching 2 of them in there, 1 from each hand, and I'm assuming the other person is just launching another, like, third one in that direction.
And I have to be in that radius because my shit is only 15 feet.
You
But
are
Luke,
a
you just-
corpse.
Okay, this is not a competition on magic. But Harbrock throws a rock trying to be like Zuko from Avatar The Last Airbender. Just useful.
So we have 3 fireballs, a rock, and then Luke, I'm going to assume you do thunder wave after the fireballs hit. So you just help expand the fiery doom. That cool?
Yeah, I would like try to like time it like being in the radius where they're gonna hit kinda, and then like I would explode as they explode, yeah, to like, you know, bam, more shit.
Yep. And
Do
then
the, like,
rock
walk
comes in.
away as soon as they explode?
Oh, and I suppose with the thunder, it would make this explosion like even more stupidly loud, like.
Yep, and then the rock comes in for the final blow, and it's all on fire. You guys should probably leave now, because the cave is starting to burn, and the walls are collapsing in, so the fairies are all running away.
Well, see, the thing is, how much damage am I taking?
From what, the fireballs?
Yeah, I think, what is it?
Albert, Delilah, please roll your fireballs.
You're probably dead. I rolled low, but it's 23 and 19, and you gotta make 2 DC 18 dex saving throws for those.
And then another 37 from Albert, so
Oh my god!
would you like to rethink your decisions and do it after the fireballs?
No,
I
it's
think
fine.
you could do a really cool thing of casting it like as they explode and running away at the same time.
Okay, so that's a total of 79 damage. And then I'll cut that in half.
Oh, that's right, you can do absorb
And just
elements. I
absorb
forgot
it.
you could-
Yep.
Yep, you just watch as the fire wafts over him, and he endures most of the damage with his magic, as he then makes it explode even more. And then he
Well,
walks...
if you were standing there, I definitely would have careful spelled.
Okay, so, at the very least, it's just Albert's.
Sick. Either way, I get supercharged.
Yep, he's just walking with cool flames, like just dancing off of him as he returns to you guys, and yeah, everything is kind of falling apart in here, so do you guys want to just make like a tree and get out of here?
Yep, dipping.
Do we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a teleportation circle that we can go to, or...
Yes, luckily there is a nearby fairy ring that Tristella is leading you guys to, and then she helps teleport you back to the fairy hideout.
Oh, I don't even have to cast it. Wonderful.
Anyway, yes, after running out of the cave, you make it to the fairy ring. You're in the fairy resistance HQ, and as you approach, Tristella announces, 1 general down and 1 factory of evil fairy rings destroyed. The fairy queen turns around and goes like, excellent work. Wait a minute, why is there 1 more human than I remember?
Yeah, it just happens.
They had to call in cavalry.
Alright then. Well, Tristella, how shall I reward them? And then Tristella goes, money. Let me just quickly, and then Tristella floats around and comes back with money sacks for each of you that has 10,000 gold. And I think that should cover it.
Ooh, groovy.
The Fairy Queen nods, goes like, "Thank you, Wildarbitus, for your help. We are now one step closer to defeating the Fairy Godfather. I think for now, we should return you back to your adventure in Camelot, unless there is a different location that we can try to bring you to through the fairy rings."
Good question. Is there anywhere else we're supposed to go? Because my brain just kind of forgot where else we're supposed to go.
Yeah, were we trying to help Arthur with something?
This was helping Arthur.
Oh, this was helping Arthur. Okay, so then never mind. Are we trying to find the dude in the west somewhere?
I mean, that's after you've finished up all your fun adventure stuff before you have to face the final boss. So, like...
True. Yeah, what else was on the agenda?
Oh wait, shouldn't we report to King Arthur? That's two
Yeah.
reward in one.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, game the system. High five.
Low five.
Alright, Hobrock then will speak up and go, Take us back to castle where we last were. We need to tell King of job we did.
Alright then. Follow me, folks. And then Tristella leads you back... Oh, sorry.
I'm high-fiving Luke. I'm not leaving anybody hanging.
Nice.
Dope.
Alright, so yeah, Tristella leads you back to the fairy ring, and then after you guys get in a little circle, she teleports you back to the fairy ring by Sinclair Manor. And then she goes, "Well, this was fun. I'll let you know if anything else comes up, but I think this should cover us for a while. Good luck beating that weird fire guy. See ya." And then with a little twirl, she disappears.
So we return?
Yeah,
Back
you guys
to
are...
Camelot.
Well, you're north of Camelot.
Well, we should head back to King Arthur's place, and I suppose Delilah should do whatever she wants. I suppose now that she's got paid.
Actually, does most of the stuff that you do pay this well?
Yeah, pretty often nowadays. We get paid pretty well.
Yeah, I'll stick around if that's alright.
I ain't got no objections.
Me neither.
Well, if no objections, then let's make our way back to the castle Camelot.
Yeah, I suppose.
Albert goes, "You're welcome to join us in saving the world, Delilah. Just be aware of Murphy's behavior."
I'm more worried about you, but that's alright.
So am I.
This is gonna be fun. Anyway, you start making your way back south. You pass the heavily guarded mansion, and eventually you return to Camelot. And as you do, King Arthur and his knights are waiting for you outside and goes, "Well done, world arbiters. From what I see, all the fairy rings have burnt up. Rather dramatically, I might add, but it means the threat of the fairy godfather is taken care of. Well done. Hold on. Were you always a group of 6?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, always. Hobrock tries to lie straight into his face.
No, I've been here the whole time. It's cool.
King Arthur shrugs and he goes, "Excellent. Well, as thanks, I have procured some funds for you to help in your adventure. So allow me to just distribute it, and you all get 5,000 gold."
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with y'all from now on.
How much gold did you say? 2,000?
5,000.
5,000. Yeah, see, I told you we get paid plenty around here.
At least when I remember to pay you.
Damn.
Oh, real quick, someone gave us they redeemed a hydrate thyself. So if you haven't drinking any water, remember to drink water. Or something, really, anything.
Most of the way through my Monster Nitro.
Now, before you all depart from Camelot, I wanted to ask, is there anything I can do that me and my knights or Merlin can help you in your quest?
Do you have a decent place for us to stock up on equipment of the magic persuasion?
Well, you are quite a ways away from the Grand Exchange, which would have been the best place. Let us see. Well, there is one place. There is a magic shop in Ardoyne, recently opened. Sells a variety of rather bizarre goods. That is where I would suggest you go. Just follow the path through Heminster and past the Fishing Guild, and you'll reach Ardoyne in no time.
I believe that is where we were gonna go, anyways. In that direction. Do you have like a ancient library or something of the sorts?
Ancient library. Well, you could ask Merlin, and then Merlin just shows up from behind, goes like, "How do you do? What can I tell you?" And then, at the mention of Ardoyne, Albert goes, "Yes, home sweet home."
Well, we've been dealing with a lot of different oddities that don't appear in many books. So I was hoping maybe I could name off a few and see if, they ring a bell to you.
Well, go ahead and shoot. Let's see if I know anything.
Okay, well, let's see. Have you ever heard of... Oh crap, what are they called again? The Terra Nova?
Terra Guardians?
Yeah, Terra Guardians.
At the mention of that, you watch as all the knights look at each other. And then they all seem a little awkward and are whistling and Merlin goes, "Well, you see, one thing I should... I guess there's no cutting it. Arthur, should I tell them?" Arthur just nods. "Well, we are Terra Guardian."
You lot of Terra Guardian?
Yes, we made it the whole being from England thing. We thought saying we were from the ancestral dimension of humans would throw everyone off. Why do you ask?
Well, we're dealing with a threat that appears to be Terra Guardian in nature.
What do you mean? Is it the Bright Inquisitors or the Magisters?
It
Then
was
Albert
the
said-
Magister, right?
Then Albert we faced a Magister. And at mention of that, Orlando goes, "Oh my, what was his name?" Okay, Richelieu. Then Merlin nods and goes, "Ah yes, Richelieu. He's an old one. I'm impressed you were able to best him. Thankfully, though, I think he's been cut off from Terragard for some time. He left, well, quite a while ago. Probably back when humans were first arriving on Gielinor. No one has really heard much from him since then, so I think it's safe to say he was an isolated incident, at least for now."
Well, I suppose that's good then. What about Shabroro. His name is pretty close to that.
Anyway, Albert just quickly mentions he had caused a mess on some poor souls, cursing them into weapons. But then Merlin goes, yes, that sounds like him. Petty bastard he was. And then at the mention of Shabroro, Merlin kind of shakes his head and goes like, I don't think I've heard of anyone along those names. Could you tell me a bit more? No, not something I know about.
Oh,
Sounds like a name you probably shouldn't be saying a lot.
That's why I didn't say it this time.
Yep. Anyway, Albert pulls out Book Steve, and Book Steve starts giving some exposition to Merlin, who's just staring at the talking book.
I am also staring at the talking book.
All right.
Yeah, Delilah, we got a talking book.
With an I named Steve. So just mention that the book has an I.
Technically, its official name is the Tome of Eternal Darkness, but yes, his name is Steve. Steve, the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Anyway, so Steve starts explaining that Shabriri is a powerful entity that likes to possess people's bodies and fill them with the power of chaos fire, and proceeds to and is planning to burn the whole world in the chaos fire. And long story short, he's the main bad guy.
Chaos Fire sounds kind of cool, though.
It
sets
cool. Your eyes on fire like a yellow flame, and then you kind of die.
That sounds absolutely awesome, except for the death part.
It's something, all right.
Makes a person insane. Anyway.
Tournament guy, how do you feel about the other gods?
Sorry, who'd you ask?
That would be Albert, I believe.
Oh, okay. How he feels about the other gods. Merlin just continues reading the book as Book Steve continuously explains in excruciating detail his death and being turned into a book.
That sounds unfortunate, yet awesome.
Yeah, well, when you are essentially skinned alive, and yeah. Anyway, Albert goes, very odd question. Depends on who you want to know, but obviously I follow Ceridon, the true god, Lord of Light and Wisdom.
Halbrock does the mocking yada 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 with her hand gesture as he's claiming Ceridon to be the true god.
Though, strangely enough, as Albert finishes saying that, a light sort of shines on him through the clouds.
Yeah, cool. Well, we all can't control our bloodlines, dude.
Wait, what?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Foreshadowing's a literary device.
Halbrock is more focused on where the hell the light came from.
Anyway, Merlin hands back Book Steve to Albert and goes, well, I unfortunately don't know quite a bit about this shawarma guy. Just to avoid saying his name, because you really should not say his name. It sounds like it makes him stronger every time you do. And he knows where you just were. It's very, very strange thing. Very powerful thing. That means the name he is currently using isn't his real name, his true name. The name he's using is a call name, and every time you use it, it makes him stronger, while at the same time giving you no advantage over him. Which means that he has hidden his true name quite well. If you were to find it, it might be able to give you at least a better chance of beating him.
Foreshadowing is literally.
Yes, I believe we learned a little bit about that not too long ago, figuring that it wasn't his real name.
Yes.
But then you don't even know who he is, you probably don't have anything that could help us.
So if it's not his real name, why are we avoiding saying it?
Because the name that he is going by is just making him stronger every time you say it.
Harbrock is counting. You see Harbrock counting something real quick, and she goes, "We said." And she stopped midway, and she points at Murphy. "He said name 6 times."
Yes, I
That's
did.
full power.
It won't matter if we find out his real name, because then he's got like a weakness. So I could say it 1,000,000 times as long as we find his real name.
All right, that's not how any of this works, but I like your spirit.
Anyways, Mr. Merlin, do you know anything about, let's just say, more ancient gods?
Ancient gods in what way, my friend?
Something that could, I don't know, theoretically, be in the sea.
Oh. Well, I don't know its name. I think most people who are still sane know its name. I'll answer your thing in a second, Albert, once I finish with Frank. Hard to explain. Let me ask you this. Is one of its key identifiers hands made out of black stone?
Yes.
Then what you are dealing with is a rather dangerous entity. I wouldn't exactly call it a god, but I would say you should be very careful, especially at sea.
You know, that's the problem, and kind of pissed me off a bit earlier. Well, first, a long time ago, and a bit ago, so kind of want to deal with that in the future.
Well, there is one thing I do know. Supposedly there is one way to resist its power. A way that could just as equally drive one insane as coming into contact with this entity.
Go on.
Brain death rum.
Alcohol is the solution.
No. Not just any alcohol. Brain death rum. Something so toxic to the normal person that it is somehow able to kill the part of your brain that this entity is able to drive insane, granting you a degree of resistance to fight back. And I would just go like,
Alright, noted.
specific? Really? Look, I don't know what goes into that stuff, but I have seen it make a man so drunk he was unable to fear anything or understand anything. And for an entity that you are not supposed to try and understand and will drive you drive you insane if you try, I'm inclined to think this stuff will be rather effective.
Don't worry, I'm already horrible at understanding stuff.
Excellent.
Now, you say it kills part of the brain, but let's say a man has had at least 20? What are you feeling about that?
The question is this. Yes. Question: How are their brain functions? Can they handle basic math?
I can. I mean, they can.
Then I'd say they're in a decent shape, all things considered. Now, now, Albert, since you want to try using your seer powers, go ahead and roll a D100. So while you all are talking and discussing the powerful effects of rum, Albert closes his eyes and tries to gaze into the future with a 95. That's not bad.
Wow.
All right. Albert, as you try looking into the future, you see an ancient pair of ruins, and you see a gnome leading you, a very familiar gnome. It looks kind of like that gnome wizard that helped you back in Varrock, Obli. He seems to be leading you through these ruins, and you notice that they appear to be like there's a jungle area behind you. Oh yeah, And the entire time this is happening, Albert is explaining it word for word as his eyes are glowing white the entire time about how Obley is leading you through this ancient ruins that is somewhere in a jungly area. And as he's describing the jungly area, Hobrock, it kind of reminds you of the Feldup Hills area that you grew up in. And then, as you eventually reach a locked door, the vision cuts off with a shadow falling from the ceiling.
Huh. Me wonder if that is home. She thinks for a moment.
The thing falling from the ceiling, that's probably where we all die.
Probably.
Probably not.
You think it's over in the hills where arms used to be?
I thought you said that wasn't of this world.
Hobrock looks at Murphy and goes, "Me home!" And she says the name Philip Hill in Orcish tongue.
Yeah, well, it's a strange thing. Arms technically exist in this world, it's just not built yet.
So you're from another world and the future.
Yeah, essentially.
You seeming less sane by the minute?
It might be the rum.
Yeah, no, it's not the rum. Not now, but I could see how it sounds kind of crazy.
I do agree that it was probably the rum.
No, he didn't drink any rum in the recent, few weeks.
Yeah, I think you just killed off enough brain for that to be like a permanent ailment.
Oh yeah,
I'm sober. I'm sober enough, so you know.
Hobrock goes, "So, we have to go and speak with Gnome that we met in Varrock. You think he's still in Varrock?"
No, I think he went to the visit tower.
I could do you a favor. I could teleport to the wizard tower and find this gnome you're speaking of, and tell him you're looking for him and have him meet you in Ardoyne.
Oh, that would be great, Mr. Merlin.
That's the least I can do for your help. That way you can handle whatever it is you're doing in Ardoyne, and then he'll find you. And then Albert goes,
like a plan.
Albert goes, "We would appreciate it, depending on what everyone wants to do first."
Well, Ardoyne is the place with the magic item shop, right?
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Alright, anything else you guys want to ask Merlin and the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur before you go?
Nope, nothing specific for me.
No, that was all I needed.
Alright, Albert's got something. So, Saradomin is worshipped by these Terragarian humans as a conqueror. Do you folks agree on that view? As you say that, the knights are quiet for a few months before Arthur speaks and says, "Well, part of why we have departed from Terragard is a difference of opinion. We believe that Saradomin is a mighty warrior, but we don't think that conquering other worlds is the way. It has made my house a bit of a pariah amongst the others on Terragard. It is a difficult circumstance. Unfortunately, much of Terragard is rather zealous in their worship of Saradomin, and they do have a desire to conquer.
So how do you feel about the other ones?
Guthix is alright. He seems like a decent chap. Armadillo is pretty cool. We're not overly keen on Zamorak, if we're being perfectly politically correct, if you will. Bandos is Bandos. I don't think much has to be said about that. And I think that more or less covers the major gods.
Yeah, alright, that's fine. Let's not worry about that. Let's go somewhere.
I was just kind of thinking about Terragard, just, lost in thought.
Well, we're off to our doing then. Thank you again for telling that little that little gnome fella to meet us in the city.
You're quite welcome. And with that, Merlin teleports away to go talk to Obley. And you guys set off to Ardoin. So you start making your way out of Falador, that's too far away. Camelot Castle, and start going through Sears Village. Let's see. Oh yeah, so because you've spent some nice time talking, Delilah, your spell slots are all recharged, just so that way I don't forget. But yeah, you're passing through Sears Village. You see the bank. You see a bunch of people just behind the bank chopping maple trees, and then you see suddenly some poachers going after some foxes, and everyone chopping the trees stops chopping the trees to deal with that. Then you passed a little workshop and smithy, a bar, and then this huge gated-off forest. It is, I want to say, late afternoon by the time you reached Heminster, which is this small fishing village. So on top of the closed-off fishing section and a little smithy, there's also the Ranged Guild. And you also see a little bit in the distance, this like a small little pavilion where there's a few statues surrounding a ladder that leads underground. Luke, you recognize this as the Temple of Ikov, which is rather significant to an armadillian such as yourself. And yeah, as you guys continue heading towards Ardoin, is there anything you want to talk about?
Who?
Delilah, what deity do you worship?
Worship is a strong word. I don't worship any of them.
I see. Why ask about our view on the gods then? Looking to follow one?
Not necessarily. Born into a death cult, a little bit.
Like you were meant to be the cult killer, or you were born to be killed?
No, people were killed before I was born. Specifically, like, after the conception. Not exactly like it's just my life, you know?
I am sorry to hear.
No, no need to apologize. That is her past, her history. Make her strong. Make her dependent on herself only.
Although I do technically draw my power from, one of the gods.
That makes sense.
Which one?
Is that right?
Hmm. Someone's not gonna like that answer.
So we're still heading to Ardorian, right? Or we're still like on our way?
Yes.
Okay, then
Yes.
I just leave the image that I have of the stream here, then probably something else.
Hopefully, or thankfully, somebody is deaf.
Hopefully.
Seems so. I ain't gonna bring it up. When we get to Ardoin, we're going to the magic shop. Albert, you said you knew a bit about Ardoin, right?
It is my home, yes.
Is there a church there? Surprised such a devout follower was born there.
We don't control the circumstances of our birth. That's
At least-
Yeah, that's true.
At least two. Why?
Well, just surprised. Usually the bigger followers of Saradomin are from, Falador.
sometimes you end up in a death cult. Stuff just sort of happens, you know?
Why would-
Most don't end up in a death cult.
Why would you think that, Albert? Albert, why is Albert at... Why would you think that, Murphy?
Because it's like the holy city, Saradomin and whatnot. That's where he stayed for a while.
It is a holy city, yes, but all major kingdoms worship Saradomin. Sorry, all major human kingdoms worship Saradomin.
I see. Understood.
And as if on cue, you eventually reach the northern part of East Ardoin.
There's
Can I
no
In the
farm here
direction of the
anymore.
magic shop?
The magic shop would probably be in the market, and yeah, no, the manor farm doesn't exist. So instead, there's just a small farmhouse that sells farming supplies and a few farming patches behind it.
I just look that over and then be like, all right, we should probably head to that magic shop, see if they got any fancy doodads.
For sure.
Let me do the talking, alright?
Oh yeah, Frank's got a magical pair of glasses that lets him bargain prices really well. So when he says that, he's not just trying to be showy.
I'm really good at lying to people, if that skill comes in handy for anything.
Good.
Albert is just silent, just as you folks make it to the marketplace. As you do, you see a lot of market stalls, and there are like three buildings that stand out. One is a creepy, tall tower-looking one that says that has the name Lovecraft on the Hatecraft on the address mailbox thing. A smaller, more modest house that has a lot of books in the window. And then finally, you see this newer looking building that says Red's Shop. Or was it Red's Inn? Can't remember what the name was from the previous things, but yeah. And this one you see has a very magical looking sign.
Now, I might just be guessing, but that is our destination.
I would assume so. Yeah, it looks to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, it is called the Reds Inn.
Thank you. I knew it wasn't just a shop, but yes, Red's Inn. All right. Do you want to enter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you step in, you see a variety of magical items on the shelves. You see, you see god swords. You see 5 different god swords, several cool-looking bows, a lot of amazing armor sets, like a set of Justicier's armor, set of Inquisitor's armor, set of Torva, and behind the counter is a dashingly handsome shopkeeper who turns and says, "Welcome, I'm Red. How can I help you today?" Also, Albert is just staring at the Saradomin god sword. Or I guess all the swords.
Brock is doing the same thing. Just, what? She's there just like staring, jaw dropped, like, huh?
Well, that does look like an impressive sword.
What kind of sword is it, Steve?
Out of character, or would you like me to explain in character?
Out of character, like.
It's the god swords. It's a 2-hand sword, a great sword.
I'm looking for Bloodwell vials or the equivalent.
Bloodwell, eh? I think we have some of those. He reaches around and goes like, Tell me, do you happen to have divine blood?
That depends on your definition of divine, but yeah, I was born around that area.
Takes a couple sniffs and goes like, I see. Well then, I think I can make a very special offer. And he carefully shows you the vial, but making sure that no one else can see it. And you see a little symbol of Zamorak on it. He goes like, this one is a slightly stronger variant, one that will work a little better for your particular needs. How's 5,000 golds for a starting price?
How strong are we talking?
Well, out of character, it'll be a +2 vial. Did you hear me? I didn't make sure.
I'm just thinking. 5,000's a bit steep.
Well, we do have, well, I mean, of course, you could haggle for it, but we also have particular agreements that one can sign to get it now and pay off later.
I've got a buddy with a particular eye for magic. I'm gonna have him take a look real quick.
I think that's your cue, Frank.
Well now, good sir. First of all, I would like to use the feature when I see the worth of the item and look at the vial.
As you look at the vial, you see that its general worth is about 15,000 gold.
Ooh.
Oh wow, actually
Well,
starting.
good sir. From what I can determine, your price is a bit steep, so how about we go, let's just say 350.
350.
Like 3.5 thousand. Like
Hmm.
350 is 3,500.
Really? And why would I go that low?
You know, we're kind of, let's just say, kind of big shot adventurers, so since it could come helpful to us and we could, you know, spread a bit some rumors about this great new shop.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion.
I'm using Metamagic Subtle Spell, and I'm giving you guidance.
What does guidance do?
Add a D4.
Hell yeah.
And now Frank is glowing.
21.
That is a tempting deal, and I have to say it is rather... I do appreciate your gumption and your initiative. I can't go that low, but I could go 4,000 instead.
Well, that works. Hand him the money. And I look at Delilah.
Alright, deal's a deal. And I'm gonna give him 4,000.
Very good. And then he gives you your +2 Bloodwell vial and goes, "Make very good use of that, my dear girl." Now, anything else I can help you folks with?
How much a sword? She points at God's sword. The Vandals one specifically.
Oh, I'm afraid those are rather special items. Let's see. Oh, you have good taste. Very good taste, my dear lady. A Bandos God sword would look very fetching on such a powerful orc as you. I would say 17 million.
I almost took my water there. Harbrock
300
looks
gold.
at him and goes, "Is is that more or less than? How much does she remember? Does she remember get? She's not gonna map it, but she goes 10,000.
It's a great deal more, I would say. About 1,000 times smaller than what you need. At least.
She does a dramatic gasp, and she goes, "That's expensive. Probably because Bendo's best god, so his sword is more expensive."
Of course. Yes. Sure.
We don't have that much.
I thought as much, but we do have a special deal. You just need to offer us something of value, a sort of, let's say, insurance, and eventually we will call upon you to do us a little favor, at any time, possibly. And if you succeed, you get to keep the sword, and if you fail, you lose both the insurance and the sword.
Me has nothing to lose. Okay.
Albert, you do hear this. Alright, insight check, go ahead and roll it. $15. You can tell based on this guy's words that he is being completely honest, but you can tell that he's hiding that there is probably a lot more to this than a simple contract and a favor. Albert just keeps his eye on the exchange. Then the shop owner goes behind the counter and pulls out a contract. He goes like, let's see, now, what are you going to give me as your insurance for this?
Halbrock thinks for a moment and goes, she puts down her great axe that is very bloodied and goes, this good?
Alright, I need to remember how these kinds of exchanges work, but would that be sufficient enough, David? I'm trying to remember how this worked in the previous set.
The way that it used to work before, I mean, it would still work, is that she would have to sacrifice that and a little bit more as well.
I think we need just a little bit more. Maybe something of more sentimental value. That,
Steve,
yes.
can I use my feature Panache to try to talk Hobrek out of this
Yes,
not so great deal?
Yes. How about go ahead and try? So
That's a 22. No, well, I'm sorry,
20.
20 because of reliable talent.
yep. So yeah, what's your
Insight
pitch to
check.
Hobrock?
Hobrek, I know this might not sound too good for you, but the task he's probably gonna want from you is gonna be not so great. So how about you don't take the deal now, and when we have the money, we can return here and buy it.
Am I supposed to roll something, or I could just...
Oh, that's a good question. What does she have to roll something?
Well, with the feature Panache, she does an insight check.
Yeah, so go ahead, roll that insight check then.
And if she fails, she is charmed.
So that's a 12. So unfortunately, Hobrock, you are charmed. His argument is very convincing.
Halbrock goes, maybe you have a point, but it costs so much. I don't think we're going to get that amount of money.
And think about it like this. We go, and after we kill the Shavama guy, we will get a shit ton of money. Like, an unholy amount. Then you can buy the sword, definitely.
Halbrock looks at him and then look at the shopkeep and goes, okay. And she gets her great axe back and she just puts it over her shoulder.
Frank, while you see the shopkeeper has still got that customer service smile on, you feel like you might be getting glared at by something. Something that didn't like what you just did. But the shopkeeper just continues in a very pleasant voice and goes like, I understand, it is a steep ask. But if you ever change your mind, we are here. Perhaps if you come to a decision on your own, we can see about maybe coming to some kind of agreement.
Halbrock will take those words to note in her... whatever's left in her brain pocket.
Now, good sir, do you have the Cloak of Billowing, Ring of Wealth, and Boots of Speed?
Let me take a quick look, my friend. And that last my friend feels a bit threatening. Alright, so first up, Ring of Wealth, right?
Yes.
Alright. Now, quick question. Do you want a fully charged one or an uncharged one?
Either or, like,
Alright, so he pulls out a fully charged one. You can see the little dragonstone gem on it glowing bright purple. Goes, this one will be about 15,000 gold.
Alright, and how much would the Cloak of Billowing be, and the Boost of Speed?
Let me take a look. Let's see, the Cloak of Billowing would be 1,000 gold. And the Boots of Speed, would be 4,000 gold.
So that would be 21,000 in total, right?
Yes.
You know, that is a big price. How about 18? You know, that could work for me.
Go ahead and roll your persuade.
23.
He just looks at you and says, 20,000 is still my asking price.
Alright, sold.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your understanding. Now, can I get you folks anything else?
Abra goes, oh, you have better belt. She points at her belt of the Hill Giant. Or what was it, Hill Giant? I forgot now.
Yeah, you still have the Hill Giant one. He goes like, Unfortunately, we don't sell the belts themselves. That's currently banned by the Wizard Tower. Well, we do sell our giant souls, and unfortunately, the best giant soul I have currently is a frost giant soul.
Is a what?
Frost giant.
That is Earth, right?
No, frost. F
Oh, Frost. I
R O S.
didn't. Yeah, sorry. I thought for some reason I heard moss.
We're inventing new giants out here.
Well, actually, frost giants are in RuneScape, but not in D&D.
No, moss giant.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, Moss Giant is, well, technically speaking, it would be the Earth Giant, or whatever the equivalent
Making a
is.
brand new giant.
Yep, for D&D purposes. For whatever reason, RuneScape has Fire Giants, Frost Giants, Storm Giants, and Cloud Giants, but not Earth Giants. We just have Moss Giants.
Harbrock goes, how much?
For the Frost Giant soul, I would say 7,500 gold pieces.
Oh wow, that is exactly the amount that I have. Harbrock throws it in. No, thank you, Frank. I don't need persuasion. She just wants more powerful magic items. We're gonna be facing a godlike entity. Might as well.
Yep. He puts the money away, and he brings out a small vial that's kind of like covered in ice and hands it to you. It's really cold to touch.
Now she's just trying to figure out how this will work.
The shopper goes, all
You
right,
drink
take
it.
off your belt, open
Yes.
the vial, and pour it on, and pour the soul onto the belt.
She does just that while keeping the belt on her. Probably is gonna get a little bit of a chill from that, isn't she?
Yeah, you feel your hands get pretty cold, but as you pour it on, you watch as the belts, like the face of a hill giant, change and warp until it now resembles a frost giant. Congratulations, frost giant strength.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna look for any more stuff that could be useful to Holbrook, so just gotta look through now.
I am actually still looking for a couple of things. If you could help me find anything that fits the criteria.
Sure.
I'm looking for anything to make me less squishy. Whether that be like cloak or ring or any armor I could wear. I'm not good at wearing anything really.
Yeah.
You could get an amulet of health.
Yeah,
Give
that
me
too.
what?
Amulet of health, ring, cloak, protection.
Yeah,
or
with
like
protection. Yeah, cloak of
elven
protection.
chain.
Good sir, do you have the same armor I am wearing, like the dragon leather one?
Yes, give me just one moment. I am quickly taking care of something, which is just me speak of saying where I'm telling you to be able to teleport with your ring.
Or a broomstick as well. I just think that one would be cool.
Alright. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I am getting a lot of questions. Potions. Okay. Yeah, so they definitely have potions, Albert. Same prices as usual. So. And it's just a reminder. Superior is 500. Supreme is 1,350. Now, okay, so first up, we had Black Dragon Hunt. So,
Or is
yeah.
that just
yeah, you'll just be using the black or just the D-hide armor, and so the shopkeeper pulls out this nice top of black dragonhide armor and goes, "This will be 7,000 gold."
do I need proficiency to wear that?
It's light armor.
I don't have light armor proficiency.
Ooh, then yeah, probably not.
Why I'm asking
Hold up.
about elven chain because I have no armor proficiencies.
Yes. And as you mentioned that, he goes, "Well, there is something. I noticed your priestly friend has a pair of gauntlets." And then he pulls out a pair of leather gauntlets that have little wings on them. He goes, "These are the gauntlets of agility. They will make you a little bit more flexible at dodging attacks. That they will be 3,500. And to save a long story short, this would boost your dexterity to 19.
Said 3,500.
Yep. All right.
We'll circle back to that. How about the other stuff? Any ring, cloak, of protection, or even for a cloak, I would just take a cooler one than what I've currently got. Any form of cloak that you've got laying around.
Then yes, we have the cloak of protection here. This will be 3,000 gold.
Broomstick. I just think that one's cool. Frankly, something I can fly on.
Yes, let me take a look. You just want like a regular broomstick, or are you looking for an enchanted one?
One that can fly, preferably, yeah.
Let us see. I think yes. A witch wasn't able to fulfill her contract for a particularly powerful cauldron, so we had to repossess this from her. And he pulls out this rather well-loved looking broomstick of a little heart on it, as well as some various cats running along it, little black cats. I'd say
2,000 gold for this.
All right, so 8,500 total for the lot.
That's correct.
The broomstick did have a previous owner. I am gonna knock you on that just because it's used. Not by too much, but
That's fair, that's fair. So how
I could
about...
do-
Actually, I do hear that she needs. Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that she doesn't have enough to buy that.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Okay. Just wanted to make
I could
sure.
do about.
I still have 11,000 gold.
Yeah, me too.
So, let's see. How would 1,500 sound then? 500 gold piece discount.
That brings it down to 8.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, 7 and you got a deal right now.
Very well. You are a rather persuasive person. I like you.
Nice doing business, and I will hand over the 7,000 and take the items.
Congratulations. Delicious magic items. Oh yeah, while you guys were doing that, Albert was briefly speaking to one of the shop assistants and got 10 supreme healing potions and gave one to everyone but Murphy.
Given the circumstances, I'm genuinely surprised you're still giving me one of these.
I don't think he heard that part, so maybe just, keep that under wraps with him. I whisper.
You raise an amazing point. I'll try to not mention it again, although the new necklace does have the insignia on it. I'll just flip it over to try and keep that hidden.
The shopkeeper smiles and goes,
Now, can I get anyone anything else? Anything else at all?
Yeah. Sorry. What was your ring of protections going for?
2,500.
Albert then looks at Delilah and says, Murphy insults me and my religion. You have yet to do anything to me.
Luke would be like, I'll take 6 of them.
6 rings of protection.
Yes, sir.
Alright. That'll be 15,000. You know what?
And
I'm feeling generous. A buy 6, get 1 free offer. So only 12,500.
oh, thank you.
Sorry, I meant to say buy 5, get 1 free. My bad.
You're good.
Now, anything else?
Can you upgrade my locator, or do I need to buy the supplies for that?
Let me take a look, sir.
I'd hand him my 4 locator.
What a fascinating device. I've never seen anything quite like this.
Yeah, it's unique.
Well, let me have one of my assistants take a look. We might be able to do something.
And he hands it off to one of his also very quite beautiful and handsome assistants. And now to answer your question, Albert, you see that there is a bottle of purifying water on the shelf with a price tag of 5,000 gold pieces. And you think you could probably use that to upgrade your Amulet of the Devout to +3. All right. Albert uses the last of his money to get something to upgrade his Amulet of the Devout. And then after a little bit, the assistants come back and goes, well, you see, to upgrade this, I think we have the necessary supplies. The question is, how far do you want us to upgrade it? Because it looks like it has a lot of potential.
Well, how much would it be to upgrade it to a max, a nice little superior locator?
Let's take a look then. Alright, to get it all the way there, that'll take some runite ore, some magic logs, some redwood logs, and some adamant ore. Mr. Red, what do you think?
Yes. I would say around 10,000 gold.
Oh, perfect. I just earned that amount. I would hand him the bag that I didn't even get to add to my other bag.
Well, I appreciate a man who knows what he wants. Just give us a few moments then.
And the assistant disappears behind into the back of the shop. And then after a few moments later, they come back out and bada bing, you now have a superior locator, Sergeant. It hums with raw power.
Now I'm like a top arms lieutenant. Got myself a fully upgraded locator.
Now, is there anything else anyone wants? Or will that be all?
I mean, I guess that's it from me. I can't really think of anything else to buy unless, yeah, no, if you're using, still using old school RuneScape price system, I know I will not be able to get this.
And what is it?
Dragon two-handed sword.
Yeah, hold on one second.
I'm pretty sure those are still expensive.
Yeah, they're like 100k, 130k actually.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right then. Well, since it seems like you're all done buying, the shop owner goes,
Thank you again for coming to Red's Inn. I trust you will keep your word about spreading our good business here. I imagine I won't have to hold you to it.
and he looks at Frank, and Frank, you feel like he's vaguely threatening you, but in like a subtle shopkeeper way.
You know, actually, instead of goods, I do have a question. Where did you get this thing? And I'm pointing to the Bloodwell vial.
That. Well, you see, I'm a man of means, and, well, those vials are rather unique. I commissioned a particular glass blower for a number of them, and, well, then we distributed them amongst some associates, and over time they have changed and developed based on individual uses, if you catch my drift.
Just taken off of a dead body of somebody else?
No.
That's disappointing, ultimately, yeah.
Let's just say its previous owner was very happy with it, but decided to settle down.
Me and Albert will pay them a visit at some point.
Quite right. Well, have a lovely day, everyone. And remember, at Red's Inn, you'll have a delightfully devilish good time.
Foreshadowing. It's a literature.
Frank just looks at Albert with the look of something's fishy.
Well, thank you, I suppose. Interesting catchphrase, but we're gonna go now.
Let's go.
Well, where to now? Where do you think we're gonna find this little, gnome guy at? Unless anyone needs anything else.
Hmm. Frank, you said he was in tower, no? Wizard Tower?
Yeah, but Merlin went to tell him to meet us in this place, so he's gonna be somewhere.
We go there then.
Go where?
Wizard Tower. You not hear me?
He's coming here, though. Merlin went to get him. He could be anywhere in this city, Orc.
He could be any one of us. He could be you. He could be me. He could even be.
It's
What?
obvious. He
It
was the
obvious.
red spy.
Sorry, go ahead. You're doing it better than me.
Nah, I said what I said, and now I'm not gonna continue.
Hobrock shrugs then and goes, maybe we look for a place to rest. We did get a lot of blood on us. Me think we need shower.
An inn would also probably be a good place for us to look in general for this guy. Or even wait for him. So let's find ourselves an inn.
Alright, so you start heading off to find an inn. I'm just gonna wait for Albert to include his response so that way. And so Albert says, I will head to the church. I wish to use my father title to start doing some cleansing of sins. And so basically, you walk down the main throughway, and when you reach the main church in East Ardoyne, Albert heads in there and to start doing his fatherly duties. And then you head towards the castle, you loop around to the north, and you eventually reach the Flying Horse Inn. And because of how late it is, you see a bunch of patrons just laughing and drinking and having a jolly good time for the day. When you step in, the bartender approaches to go like, what can I get you? Drinks, food, or a place to sleep?
Maybe all three, but me have question.
What's your question?
What is flying horse? What is horse?
I don't know. And I've been too afraid to change it. I got this place from some guy. He never told me what a horse was.
Huh. Then she starts looking at the sign again with the obvious logo of the flying horse, and she's just trying to imagine it for a moment and goes, me cannot see how that real.
I know, it's so weird. Like, why not the flying hornless unicorn? That would be normal, right? Everyone knows what a unicorn is.
Why would you take away a unicorn's horn? That is absolutely monstrous.
Well, actually, there's a rumor that in the eastern lands, there are unicorns born without horns. So it's a natural thing.
That sounds
Also,
terrifying.
unicorn horns sell for a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's a living creature. You don't just take off the horn. You gotta kill it first.
Well, yeah, that's what most people do.
Yeah, don't just take the horn. You just at least kill it first.
I mean, technically
Ow.
speaking, Ceredominus don't like you when you do that. Unicorns are rather holy creatures, but yeah, if you do it on the side. Anyway, I think we're getting off topic.
Everything's holy to them.
I respect most people's beliefs.
I want a room, sir.
All right. Will that be a room for 5?
Yeah, Albert can pay for his
6.
own room if he comes back. No?
All right. That'll
Oh,
be 250 gold for the night.
I give him 250.
All right. Take the stairs. First room on your left.
I would start making way to the room and sit down on the bed to play with my new locator.
Dirty joke for that, Murphy, but later. Harbrock will go on ahead and just order, she's feeling really hungry, so I'm gonna say she orders a lot of meat and a large barrel of ale, just to drink it all down.
So 1 big ale and you said 1 steak. So that'll be 10 gold pieces since you're getting the big steak.
Alright then.
And the maitre d' goes medium rare.
Yes! Me want it juicy.
Very good. Then he disappears, and a little while later, comes back with a huge honkin' steak and a nice big flagon of beer.
Harbrock digs in.
Anyone else want something to eat?
I'll take whatever your strongest drink is, and then whatever the closest thing to a salad I can get here is.
Very good. We have a nice mixed green salad with a blue cheese dressing, if that's all right.
Yeah, sounds great. What about that alcohol, though? Whatever's the strongest.
Dragon bitter coming right up. That'll be 10 gold pieces, please.
Deal.
Can
Yeah.
I have a steak and some brandy of rum?
We don't serve rum here.
Do you have whiskey or brandy or something like that?
We do have brandy and whiskey.
Flip a coin, bring me whichever one it lands on.
Both is good. All right, let's do
Alright.
15 gold for you then.
Alright, here you go, good sir. And you know what? Here's a tip. I give him 20.
Thank you, sir. Anything else for you folks?
Sounds like that's it for us.
All right, and a little while later, you get some your meals. So your mixed green salad comes with the greens. So you got some spinach, lettuce, a nice blue cheese dressing, and some croutons.
It's a good end of the day.
Indeed it is.
So yeah, you enjoy your meal and whatnot. Anything you want to talk about before, or do you just want to go to bed and get your long rest?
No, probably would. Harbrock would just be focused on eating. She still keeps the manner she learned from Luke's uncle, but you could tell there's like those. Sometimes she gets a little sloppy and she's just makes a little bit of a mess on herself and really loudly gulps on the beer. But then she just calms down, takes a breather, swallows properly, and resume eating.
I am going to occasionally, like every, I want to say probably 2 minutes or so, blow out one random torch or lantern inside of this establishment.
You're just trying to drive people insane, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm using thaumaturgy and I'm using subtle spells, so no one knows it's me.
Yeah, as you do it, the bartender goes like, "What the hell?" And he goes up to relight it, and then a little while later, you put it out again, And he's just like, what the fuck? He just keeps doing it over and over, and he's just going insane as you do it.
Right before I go to bed, every single lantern on this floor is gonna turn blue and then turn off.
Oh god, I gotta call the Church of Saradomin. We're haunted!
Oh, wow. If only Albert was here for that.
Well, actually, Albert, as you're handling your confessions, somebody comes in and says, Father Albert, there's been a situation. There's a ghost haunting the Flying Horse Inn.
It's here as well, right?
Oh, those are just my friends.
Are you sure?
Because it sounded like some kind of haunting. The lanterns all went blue in color and then went out. Yes, we have a few spellcasters. I am sure it is them, but I should check in case. So, Albert, you eventually reach the Flying Horse Inn, and you see the poor bartender just in the corner shaking, terrified of what horrifying ghosts there are. And you eventually find the others have a room on the second floor. And as you enter in, who do you want to ask if they've been gaslighting the bartender? So, who's scaring the poor man downstairs?
From the sounds of things, it's the ghost of the inn.
Also, I didn't pay for you. You can't stay in this room.
Habrock shrugs and goes, like, just rubbing on her stomach a bit, as you could tell that she has a gut from all that food. She goes, me was focused eating. Me not know anything. But, she burps a bit. Ghost sounds possible.
Franks just smirks at Albert, not saying anything.
Alright, time to cleanse the place then. And so, Albert, you find it's a fairly easy exorcism, and once you're done, the bartender seems to relax a little bit, starts relighting the lanterns, and just resumes what he was doing. He seems more at peace now.
Half an hour later, I want to cast Thaumaturgy again, aiming downstairs, and he's just gonna hear whispers, like right behind him. No matter where he goes, he's just gonna keep hearing, like, I'm still here.
Sorry, that was a little too loud. And you all hear the bartender scream and then just run out of the inn and through the streets of Varrock. I apologize to everyone, both players and the audience, for that. That was not
Wow. He ran all the way to Varrock, huh?
Did I say Varrock?
Oh, he's so scared. He fucking decided to move.
He got so scared, he did a full 3-day marathon.
You know what?
No, he was so scared, he ran so fast, he got there in a minute.
You know what? I'm making that canon. That's what happened. He now works at the Blue Moon Inn, and he's still terrified.
I hope we go to that inn someday, so I can torment this man further.
Anyway, the night passes without much other incidents, and you all get a nice long rest, and it is the next day, And when you head downstairs, you find Oblee just sitting on a table, having some eggs and bacon. Actually, no, wait. Scratch that. Not bacon. Ham. No, wait, not even ham. Steak. Eggs and steak. Because bacon does not exist in old school RuneScape.
Green eggs and something.
Green
Ah,
egg
look.
and...
It's that little guy we're looking for.
I'm sorry, little guy. Come on, Sergeant.
Sorry. But, you know.
I know what.
Gnomes are a respected race, and we're joined at arms, so I have the utmost respect for your kind.
He
That's
is not
better.
wrong, though. You are a small man.
Hello, new person. And
Good
then Albert.
meeting you.
And then Albert looks at Murphy and says, "Sounding a bit like a ham member."
Oh, no.
Halbrock
No.
spits on the floor, hearing the ham. She goes, and then she starts cursing in Orcish.
Luke would look at Murphy and be like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?"
I look at him. Yeah. I'm sure.
Are you gonna keep calling? Or are you gonna keep saying that? Or
Oh, Albert wants to do an insight check.
on me?
No,
No,
on me.
on Murphy.
Oh, alright.
Am I still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
All right, Albert got a 14, so Murphy, roll deception and try and hide your truth.
Okay, hold on.
And a magic subtle spell. I'm gonna give you guidance. I like lies.
Oh, got a nat one. I don't think it
Oh
matters.
no! Do we learn the truth?
Well, Albert, you get the sense that Murphy is hiding something from you about whether or not he has some affiliation with Ham. He is being very suspicious. Murphy, you're being suspicious. Are you a Ham member?
No. But I probably should tell you a story as I lift my sleeve up to reveal my old ham tattoo on my arm.
Halbrock looks at it, and she just puts her axe on her shoulder and goes, "Me gonna kill him."
Oh, I got
Well-
something like that too.
You got a ham logo?
No.
Or a tattoo?
Yeah, tattoo. Not that one. Probably an equally as messed up thing, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just she finds it like a waste of time. I meant, sorry, my daughter just came out of the room asking me something.
Okay, so let me start again. As you might know, I was born in Yannel, and the town is rather boring if you're not a mage of any sorts. I sort of was a delinquent growing up, and me and my friend began to do pranks and whatnot, and slowly each day they got a little more, worse than the last. Then we met a guy who he invited us to come to this little cult-like area, which we would later learn is the Ham. And I was very impressionable back then, and me and my friend both joined the Ham. I was with them for about a year before my parents found out and shipped me to arms to set me straight. At arms, I was really resistant against their teaching. Not only did they have other races in the ranks, they had goblins, which I did not get along with at first, but then I met my teacher, Sergeant Lily, and she taught me what arms was truly about. She instilled every value I currently have in my life today. She taught me to respect each race, especially those in arms, but everyone as well. And I dedicated my life to changing myself from that day forward.
That explains your remarks and attitude towards Hobrock. But as long as you know it was wrong and they are a horrible group.
Yes, I was going to get rid of the tattoo, but my sergeant, she told me not to. She told me to keep it. And that way I have to explain myself to anyone that sees it. That way I never forget why.
Rock looks
She
at him
was
and goes, we can cut it off then.
No, I just told you I need it so I can tell people I was bad once.
You not understand. Means if you want to get rid of it, me can cut it off.
Oh. Well, no, the sleeve works fine. Sergeant Lilly really shaped me. In fact, that's the reason I'm currently still a sergeant in arms. I had been offered a promotion multiple times in my life. I just never took it. I figured being a sergeant, I had the most impact on all the arriving cadets. And if I found a cadet that was on a similar life path to me back then, I could set them straight like Sergeant Lilly did.
You know, Murphy, now I respect you a bit more. Just a bit, but still.
Well, thank you, Cadet.
Albert
will-
is... Sorry.
I
After
will
you.
say, however, Major Murphy does have a better ring to it.
Yeah, but we don't got majors in arms. It goes Cadet, Sergeant, Commander, War Chief, and then War Marshal,
Lord Marshal.
Lord Marshal, War Chief, and then Lord Marshal.
What rank would you say Admiral is equal to?
Hard to say, but probably either Commander or War Chief.
Alright.
Albert, meanwhile, is looking at Frank and Luke to see if they are inspired by Murphy. Are you?
Frank seems to have a pondering face, like thinking about something.
Luke has just kind of like what would that be, like a stoic expression or something like that? Just kind of
Yeah.
like, huh.
Elbley just clears his throat and goes like, well, that was interesting. But I guess we should probably circle back to why I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, I
Merlin...
kind of forgot you were here.
Yeah, don't worry, it happens. Anyway, Merlin kept the details a little scant, but apparently you guys need help finding a ancient ruins.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me about them?
I think Albert had the vision, right?
All I'm saying is if you had a magic carpet or any broomstick or anything of the like, you would be less short.
Yeah, you could be like floating on it. No, hovering. Like them Luna women.
Why are you humans like this? It's like... Anyway, Albert goes, yes, so I had a vision from Saradomin. You were going to lead us to an ancient ruin to find the real name of this ancient person. And he starts explaining Shibbidi. And as you explain it, Obley goes from confused to concerned to confused again and goes like, okay, so just to make sure I understand this, a weird fire-obsessed ghost possessed the dead body of a monk on Entrada and has been going around spreading soul-destroying fires in people's bodies to burn them away entirely, and you want help finding this ancient temple that might have his true name. Do I have that right?
Yeah,
And
that's
Albert
up.
Albert goes, yes.
It's the gist.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
then.
by the way, we're fighting an ancient god-like being. That's what you signed up for, by the way. I know we get paid sometimes, but like the long goal is to fight like a god or something.
Yeah, the book told me that yesterday.
Right. Just making sure you remember.
I don't forget something like that.
You guys get crazier and crazier. All right.
What? Don't look at me. I'm just standing here.
From my perspective, they were always crazy.
What?
Yeah. What did you
want
sign up for,
something.
lady?
Honestly, I'm just along for the ride. Luke, you're less crazy, and you have a cool name.
Do you want to see something really crazy? I pull out my lamp and rub it.
Hold on, is that a genie? And then before he can finish, you see him freeze in place as the genie from the lamp emerged, and he goes like, "Oh, damn it! Come on, man! Like, I know I didn't show up for the Shabriri fight, but like, could you like have summoned me sooner to get this wish stuff done? My neck gets so stiff in that thing."
That is a
Don't
magical
worry.
genie that you just summoned from that lamp.
Yes, indeed, it is.
Okay.
And funny enough, you want to know, that's the genie that sent me to an alternate timeline.
Yeah, those two have history.
Don't
Anyway,
remind me.
I
I
don't
will-
remember it.
all of you shut the fuck up. This is important. I don't want to mess it up. So, I wish to make the Manual of Quickness of Action and Tome of Leadership and Influence in my possession to not lose its magic after being read, thus refreshing its use now, since I've read it, and after any future readings.
Your wish is my command, master. And with a snap of his finger, you feel the magic return to the tomes, and he goes, there is a limit, of course, to what I can do. We're not all powerful, as much to the chagrin of previous masters. I have made it so that it refreshes every 24 hours.
That is good enough, thank you. Now, I will try to find something to wish for that is good soon.
Wish for God's sword. She doesn't like grab Frank, but she sort of like just shoves him a bit like forward, and then when he fixes himself back, she shoves him again forward, like wish for God's sword.
No.
Wish for money then.
We can make money.
Me want God's sword.
Eventually we'll get it. Anyways, Mr. Genie, you are dismissed.
Back in the lamp I go.
Hey,
And
question. If I give you like a pillow, does it and you hold it, does it go into the lamp with you?
yeah, it does actually.
You know what? Since we are in, I'm gonna like quickly run to the market and in search of a pillow and some comfort things to buy for him.
Yeah, they cost you about like 30 gold pieces.
Alright, good enough. I'm not even gonna haggle this.
And as you give them to the genie, he looks at you and he goes like, you know what? I think you're the nicest person who's ever found my lamp. And he takes them inside, and you, as he does, you hear him sigh with relief as he goes like, this is so much better. Anyway, Halbert's just
problem.
patting Hobrock on the back.
Sad orc noises.
So like
I just
after,
realized. Go ahead. Sorry.
after the genie is like done with and you make all the wishes that you can, does like the lamp go away, or can it just be passed to another person, or does the like what's the gist with the end of that?
I am not sure, but since Sergeant Murphy still has one use, it will probably go to him, and maybe then it will disappear from our group, or then we can just pass it around like in a circle. Who knows?
Yeah, I gotta use my last wish to get home. But obviously I'm a little preoccupied right now. That does ring a bell though. I wish to be here, right? But that's
Yep.
only one wish, right? What was the other wish I made?
The genie pops his
Well-
head out of the lamp and says, you wished for alcohol.
Oh, no, yeah, that sounds about right.
Why did you wish to come here?
It's a little... I wished to go somewhere where the rat pits were still existing. A little known fact about me is, though I try very hard, everything I've tried at kind of fails. Yeah, like in my real world, arms kind of fell apart and disbanded the mainland. Then I became, I joined the duel arena, started fighting there, then it collapsed, and a bunch of het hippies built a hot spring there instead of rebuilding the arena. So I went to the rat pits, and then they closed that down for health and like gambling laws. So now I'm here.
By hippies, do you mean vegetarians in general? Because I do take offense to that.
I don't know what the definition of hippie is. Just someone, let me rephrase that. Any het worshippers. If you worship het, you got a problem with me.
Cool. I don't worship anything.
Good, good.
He wished to return to a time when arms were still around, so yeah.
I went a little too far back, though, seeing that it doesn't even exist yet. But that's more or less the gist of why I'm in a different timeline.
Oh yeah, as you finish up, Obley's like, E? Wait, hold on a second. Was I frozen in time for a second?
Hey, where are you?
Hobrock was I actually wanted to say what I forgot, but while you're unfrozen in time, you probably feel that Hobrock was about to for the wizard who about to put his finger up his nose.
Obi looks at you, Hobra, and goes like, seriously? You drop a door on me and now you're trying to do this?
I mean,
This
you can force
feels
it, but he's
ridiculous.
being very gentle.
Let go of my arm, Hobrock, or I teleport you back to the moon.
You can do that?
Yes, but you'll be unconscious.
She lets him go. Me look for you later then.
Alright. Let's get going to Feldup Hills. The sooner we get this done, the sooner I can get back to my studies. And he gets off the table after finishing his food. Oh
Come
yeah,
on. Why the long face? You
Gee, I
sound so
wonder.
down.
well, you know, I just missed a frickin' genie of all things. Holbrook tried to stick up my nose. I've been insulted about my height a couple times. You know, it's not a good start to the day. I was in a good mood. I got some green eggs and some steak, and I was in a pretty good mood. Then you guys were like a wet parade on everything. It's not a good morning.
Oh. Seems like everybody felt comfortable messing with you. Seems like we all really care about you. So it seems like we actually made your day better.
Depends on your definition of better.
Well, I can brighten it. In my timeline, gnomes were about to join arms. They were like doing contracts. Your military government was going to join arms. Doesn't that make you feel good?
You know, surprisingly, it doesn't. And then Albert goes, would you like some tea? I have calming herbs. And Obi's like, no thanks. Herbs make my stomach all irpy. Let's just start going.
For the record, I have just met you today. I don't care about you or not care about you yet. That's entirely up to your demeanor.
Noted. Anyway, come on. We gotta head south. I actually know a shortcut. And, so yeah. He starts leading you down the street and behind the castle walkways and then past this small little mansion to a tree. A tree with a face on it. And he goes, alright, we're gonna take a quick detour to the tree gnome stronghold, and then we're gonna go up the grand tree, take a gnome glider down to the Feldup Hills area. Thought that would speed things up.
A gnome glider, huh? I haven't used one of those in a while.
Yeah, just let the pilot handle the gliding part, and then he just climbs up the tree and kind of disappears up in the branches above the tree.
Just gonna sit on my broom and just like... I don't necessarily think I need a glide. I can just trail behind you.
Well, he's kind of already teleported with a spirit tree, so you're gonna first have to climb the tree to reach him.
I just know that he went up into a tree. I don't know that that went anywhere else.
Okay, so now you're just waiting to figure out who can figure out how to teleport with the tree.
So, we just go in the tree? I thought the stronghold was somewhere else, not in a tree.
A few moments later, Obley comes back and is like, you just climb up it and it teleports you. How hard is this to understand?
Well, you could have verbalized that before climbing the tree. I like you less now.
We not going to know this. You need to tell us.
I was trying to tell you,
Climate trees don't normally teleport people.
Yeah, and trees don't normally have faces, and yet you didn't follow my example? You didn't even try it out?
Wait, this tree has a face? She says that she decides to finally take a closer look at the tree and
The
bark.
tree just stares at you like, bruh.
I assumed you were going to climb the tree and come back with something to teleport us. I don't assume that the tree is a teleporter.
Okay, please climb the tree. It'll teleport you to the gnome stronghold.
There
That
we
looks
go.
like
That's
yours.
better.
He disappears back.
Actually, now that I look at it, this tree looks like the one that used to be out by arms. What a small world, I say as I start climbing the tree.
Albert uses the tree and says, I am sorry. Is that to the tree or Obley? It's to both. Okay. Anyway, as you all climb the tree, you eventually find yourself in front of a bigger tree with a face and a mustache. And standing there is Obley, who's just waiting for you guys to all get there. Need to update my language.
Well, we're here now, Obley.
Alright, follow me. And so, you all notice that you're in a much more forested area filled with gnomes and wooden structures built in trees. And eventually, he leads you to this huge tree with a big door at the bottom. After stepping through the door, he does a quick little bow to the king, who waves at you all as you start climbing up the ladder to the very top of the tree, and there you see a single gnome with a glider. And Obley's like, hey there, Cap, we're heading off to Feldup Hills. And he goes, excellent. All right, how many of you will be flying with us?
All of us?
I think all of us.
Not me. I got my broom. I'll trail behind.
Okay, everyone, hop on. And he lifts up the glider a little bit for you all to start grabbing on. And then you start...
Wait, this is a gnome gliding us, right?
Yeah.
So when Hobrak and I grab the glider, does that mean we lift him up off the ground?
Yes.
Albert
Yeah,
just looks
basically.
at the whole design of the glider and goes, how do we do this?
Jump off the tree, and you'll see.
Harbrock is
You don't
about
got,
to
like-
do that.
Wait, you don't got like no gnome gliders here?
This is a
Jump
gnome
off the
glider.
I mean a gnome chopper, sorry.
What's a gnome copter? And then just then Hobrock just jumps and you start gliding, and Delilah falls behind on her broomstick. And after what feels like a lot of time and a lot of death-defying gliding, you eventually land in Feldup Hills. The screen kind of fades to black for everyone, and you just show up there with a different gnome with you instead of the captain that helped you out. And Obi's like, well, that wasn't too bad. I was expecting worse.
Why did he change?
Did we black out?
Did you drug us?
What are you talking about?
Are we dead? Did me fly us into mountain?
No, we landed like normal, and the captain went back to the Grand Tree.
But you not gnome who fly with us.
The gnome that's standing
This
is
guy-
like, yeah. He went back to the Grand Tree.
You just wait here to glide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harbrock.exe stops working.
I lost an amount of time there that I don't remember, and I don't like that. What did you do?
It's better you don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
I want the answers, and I'm asking the questions.
You really want the
I
answer?
don't want, then I'm gonna start reading.
Obley motions you to crouch down so he can whisper it in your ear.
I will crouch down and glare into his eyes with the look of like, if you try something, I will explode you with my mind.
And he whispers into your ear, this is a video game. Stop asking questions. Some things just don't have proper explanations. And he looks at you like, do it. It'll be funny.
I've seen the truth. I've seen the truth of this world.
We're in Feldup Hills, right?
Yes, you're right by we got a little bunch of glowing little lampposts and stuff that just are kind of twinkling with different colors. And so Obi's like, all right, so besides the fact that it's in Feldup Hills, any idea where exactly it could be?
Didn't what's his face just upgrade a tracking device?
Yeah, located, but it's more for like teleporting to resources. Now to answer Albert's question about the specifics. Let's see. Roll me a history check real quick. That's an insight check, not a history check. Sorry if I didn't say it properly. No, this is the same thing, so okay. I'll just give you the 26 that you got since it's the same modifier. Alright, so as you try to recall your vision better, Albert, you realize that you could, in the vision, you could smell the sea air, and you vaguely remember that you were being watched by Lord Marshal Brogan as you entered the ruins. I remember. We were close to the Lord Marshal guy Murphy spoke of.
Oh, Lord Marshal Brogan, I love him. Probably down there where he set up arms.
Is all of the information that you know related to a military that doesn't exist?
Most of my information, correct, yes.
They keep saying that he has no jurisdiction here and there, so...
I think she needs jurisdiction.
I gathered as much, yeah.
But, I mean, I also know other stuff, like, a giant space alien crashed into the planet, Bandos died, there are, like, gods above the gods. There's a lot happens in the future.
A giant spaceship?
No, spaceship, that's silly. It's a giant god, alien god.
Drunk
Every time you
ramblings.
say things, you sound more insane.
No, like, he also, like, kind of brought a gateway to, like, another alien planet. And they're like little rock guys. They're pretty cool. Little rockfish.
The worst part is, he is telling the truth. RuneScape lore is weird.
Especially
I assumed as much, yeah.
especially the main game.
Either way, I know where Lord Brogan is here as well. We saw him once. We could head towards him. Show him my superior locator. Oh, he's gonna be very proud. Murphy would start making his way to where Lord Brogan is without waiting for anyone.
Can that thing teleport us there? And unfortunately, Murphy is gone. He is moving at speeds faster than you've ever seen him go. He is very excited to see Lord Marshal Brogan again.
God damn.
Oh, you're saying he's very fast.
I guess we're racing again?
So I would like to click my boots of speed, doubling my speed.
Hey, don't be hasty. I'm gonna cast haste on you.
Then I dash, then I use my bonus action to dash, so that's... Wait, let me think. 40, 80, 120, 160, and what does haste do?
Haste doubles your speed and you can dash again.
Oh, so that's 160, 320, 360 feet per round.
Well then.
Do you even know where you're going?
Can you dash as a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a rogue.
Oh, you can dash 4 times with haste. 3 times.
Wait, dashing doubles my movement speed or gives me like another base movement speed?
Another
Like,
base movement speed,
Yeah.
but with haste, I'm giving you another dash action and doubling your speed.
Let me calculate this correctly.
So first double your speed.
No, first I'm gonna... Fuck it, I'm gonna dash, bonus action dash. Then, because of haste, dash and dash again, so that's 200 right off the bat. It got it got doubled at 120, so that's 240.
So what is your total speed there?
320, and then if I click my boots of speed, it doubles, so that's 640.
640 feet a second.
Yes, so that's 64 feet per second. Because a round is 6 seconds. And it's my speed in a round, so 64 feet per second.
603. God damn it. Just, God fucking damn it, man. You guys you all just watched Frank be right next to you, and then he's somehow all the way at Lord Marshall Broken before Murphy can even reach there.
So, kind of inspired by Frank there, I know if I enter range, I have the ability to pounce, which is half of my speed. So I'm going somewhere around 150 feet in everything of the dash, action, and then just a little adrenaline dash. So yeah, I'm going somewhere around 150 to 160 because I accidentally deleted the fucking calculation.
Alright, if we're in a speed contest, I'm gonna move 1,100 feet.
Careful, you're gonna hit yourself on that tree there.
I'm using Dimension Door, Quicken Spell, a second Dimension Door, and then I can just move 100 feet with my broomstick.
Okay, it's as far as you see, right? So that's... Yeah, you could... Fuck, yeah, no, Field of Hill doesn't have that much trees, so you can go pretty far.
I was only going slightly faster than normal. I'm going 50 feet.
I'm moving at almost 120 feet.
Oh my
per
god, wait a
second.
minute. Luke can Hulk move. I can dash, get my speed up to 80, and then bonus action cast jump, and then spend 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet, and then do it again and again.
Meanwhile, poor Albert and Obley are just walking so far behind you.
I think I end up in first place with the Dimension Doors.
Either way, it's like half an hour until Albert and Obley join you at Lord Marshall Broken.
Awesome, that means my
Lord,
1,000 points are back.
Lord Marshal, we've returned.
Oh, it's you again. Welcome back,
Yep.
Sergeant.
You want to see something cool? I pull out my locator. I upgraded our locator to the superior version.
What in the... I only had the prototype. How did you... What in the
Yeah.
world?
Yeah, everyone gets one of these. You know, then you upgrade it when you rank up and all that. But I've been doing a little bit of this and that, and I was able to get it all the way upgraded.
So excited. The Lord Marshal looks it over and goes like,
My word. I didn't think it'd be possible to see it. You really are from the future, aren't you?
Technically, it's an alternate timeline that is set in the future, but yes.
the Lord Marshal is at a loss for words. He's just trying to process what you just said.
Harbrock looks at Aubrey and goes, so, wizard, maybe you can cast magic and see, I don't know, maybe a ruin around here?
So first off, his name is Obley. You're getting confused with the rune
Harbrock
shop.
is
And again,
fucking it up on purpose.
yeah, okay, so first he goes, it's
Yeah.
Obley. And now, first, give me 1 second, and he casts See Invisibility on himself. And as he looks around, he goes like, huh, there's actually is something. And he walks over to the shoreline, continues walking past the steps of the Myths Guild. And then he goes, huh, there's like an entire added part of the mainland here. Let me just quickly, and then with a few snaps of his fingers, you watch as an illusion dissipates and this large, ruined archipelago emerges. Like, you can see these devastated castle ruins atop it. Like, and then you see that near where Obley is standing is a cavern that leads further in.
You can just magically create ruins and you haven't said anything? That's cool. That's a cool thing.
I wish I could do this, but no, it looks like somebody hid this really well. That was like some ancient magic right there. Albert goes, fascinating.
Note for the
Well.
future, if you're ever gonna do something and somebody says it's cool, don't immediately undermine yourself. Just lie about it.
Look, I've been told that if I lie about my magical abilities, then people start asking for more shit. I do not need more than I need.
I lie about my magical abilities all the time. People ask for stuff. Just keep lying.
Good advice.
That is
Oh,
a
Lord.
horrible life lesson.
Lord Marshal, before we go, just to let you know, I recruited 3 cadets. So with me and you, that's a total of 5 members in arms currently.
Okay then, Sergeant. Fantastic. Once everything is set up and I've ninja-proofed everything, I guess we might be able to start doing more active recruitment. Keep up the good work.
He just seems
Thank
very
you, Lord
confused.
Marshal. Thank you very much.
Now, Lord
I'd like
Marshal,
to go with
may I-
this.
Lord Marshal, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Could you add the rank of Admiral?
Well, we're more of a land-based army, so I'll explain. Give me some time to figure out how we would do that.
Well, you know, I'm kind of a sailor, and I'm part of arms, which means I could theoretically build up the naval operation myself.
He's one of the cadets, currently called Cadet Seaman.
I see. Well, I'll take it under advisement, Cadet.
Thank you, Lord Marshal.
Anyway, Obley's just standing there like, so, you folks ready to check this place out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Me ready.
Alright, so,
Let's get
Obley,
it.
yeah. Let us go. And so, Obley starts leading you into the ruins. As you start heading deeper and deeper, you feel this kind of stuffiness in the air. Like, almost like there's this pressure being put down on you. And I think this is where we'll call it for the day. So, thank you all for coming, and thank you all for playing, and I will see you all next week.
Goodbye.
Okie dokie. All right,
See
all right.
ya.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
the game. Peace, peace.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.